Defensively for the Stingers tonight, outfield left to right, it'll be Gorneau, Prieto, and Allen. Infield third to first, Havkovich, Matranga, Specton, Kochman, battery of Mathis and Sear. And two players who really destroyed Tucson recently at Tucson Electric Park, Meister Astures and Curtis Pride, who are both on rehab assignments. Neither is here. Both are back up with the Angels. Hopefully that's good news for Tucson. Pride has personally won, it feels like 3 games against Tucson this year. After all the festivities, we're going to get started several minutes late tonight, but baseball is about to be underway. And Andy Green settles in to begin things. Green hitting .347 with 10 homers and 52 runs driven in. First pitch of our game is high and outside, and this one is underway. Green has 112 hits. He had 3 yesterday, a single, a homer, a double. He drove in 4 on the night. Sear rocks back into the windup, and the 1-0 pitch to Green. He swings and he pops one up. It'll find its way back into the lower level of seats and in for strike one. Plate umpire tonight is Kevin Sweeney. Todd Tischner over at third. First base umpire is Kevin Kelly. 420 to straightaway center. It's 345 down the left field line. Just 315 to right, but it quickly balloons out to regular dimensions. The 1-1 to Green. He shows bunt, rolls it up the third base line. Perfectly placed. No throw offered. Green has another base hit. Number 113 on the season. Green continues to lead the league in hits and starting to distance himself between his closest competition. He leads Connor Jackson, his teammate, by 7. Here's Matt Cato. What a series Matty had. Playing all 4 games against Fresno. He had 3 hits yesterday. He had 11 hits in his last 4 games, elevating his average to .319 with a couple of home runs, 16 runs driven in. Switch hitter, batting right-handed. Havkovich playing in at third, guarding against the bunt after Green's bunt hit, and Cato looks at a fastball for a strike. Just underway, and glad to have you along tonight. First baseman Kochman playing in front of the bag. Green a short lead. Sear is set at the belt, and the pitch to Cato. He sends one in the left field. That's a base hit over the head of the shortstop Matranga. And this game begins just as it did yesterday for Tucson, with both Green and Cato getting base hits. And here comes Scott Hairston, who hasn't had a hit since coming back down to Tucson, and that deserves an asterisk. Scotty's beat out a couple of infield hits, or so it is seen. The solo Lorenzo Bunny, the first base coach, has said, but both times he was called out. Just part of the problems the Sidewinders had in the recently completed series. A few ejections and so on and so forth. Scott back at the number 3 hole. Hairston yesterday was 0 for 4. Scott was with the Sidewinders to start the season. Missed the first couple of games here in Salt Lake when he had the flu. Then homered in his first at bat of the year. He will take one downstairs, ball 1. Homered to right center field, near their scoreboard, where you can go oppo, and he'll ball into the ballpark as a right-handed batter. Just underway, and a couple of guys on base. Green at second, Cade at first. Sears 1-0 pitch to Hairston. He floats one out in the shallow right field. Here comes Allen. He's able to get there, circles underneath it, and makes the catch. It retires Hairston, and neither runner can advance.
Batting fourth is the designated hitter, number 34, Connor Jackson.
And here's Connor Jackson, last night's hero. Well, a couple of times, the left fielder, Jed Hansen, was able to make a play, and a line drive Connor hit with the bases loaded in left field. Both times, off the bat, it looked like he might have a 3-run double. Both times he was denied. Then he had the homer in the ninth. Second hit, second RBI of the game. There was a little bit of controversy in the fact that some of the Sidewinders may have felt like a fan went over the top of the railing, caught that ball. Maybe it would have been a double instead of a homer, but Tucson will gladly take it, as will Connor. The one in the pitch, and it is a low and inside, ball 1. Jackson hitting .376, 7 homers now, 62 runs driven in. Carlos Quinton on deck. Connor was racing around second base, pumping the fish yesterday, and his teammates waiting for him at home plate to jump on top of him and celebrate. 1-0 to Jackson. He takes a vicious swing and chops it foul at the plate about 10 feet, rolling away. And the count of ball and a strike. Not a good beginning. You'd like to see the Sidewinders get on the board after playing from behind almost the entire series with Fresno. A frustrating series in many regards. Two hits and a fly out to right, though, here in the top of the first inning tonight. Here's 1-1 to Connor. Waves and misses. Belt high fastball. Jackson rarely misses one of those and came up empty. And the count of 2 strikes. Sear was with the Stingers last year, a couple of games, 11 games with Arkansas. Pitched with Portland in 2002. A Montreal, Quebec resident. Connor behind in the count of 2 strikes, and Sear delivers home, and Connor smashes a line drive right of the second baseman. Spector makes the catch, steps on second, double play. Oh, off the bat, it looked like he was going to be in the right center field and score a run and maybe more. A line drive, double play. The inning is over. 2 quick hits, and then Tucson doesn't score. They leave a man after a half inning. Sidewinders nothing. Stingers coming up.
Dear Everlasting Sports Equipment, I recently purchased your tried and true shin guards, guaranteed for a lifetime of soccer fun. Well, they've shattered in 4 places. After only 3 uses.
This is Kenny. 5 days a week he runs his own small business, but on the weekends he's a warrior, and he goes through a lot of equipment.
Dear Super Tough Bikes, I found your product to be neither super nor tough, and am patiently awaiting my complete refund. Thank you.
And even though it takes a lot of letters to keep his stuff up to date, Kenny's got the peace of mind that he's always well protected.
Dear sticky bandages, your bandages, not that sticky.
That's why he has individual health insurance from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona, because it gives him more options and more satisfaction. So he's covered from head to toe.
Dear A1, both cards.
If you need individual health insurance like Kenny, contact Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona, 877-864-4899. Call your broker or visit azblue.com.
For Major League Printing at minor league prices, there's only one team that just can't be beat. It's Insty Prints at 3255 East Speedway. Insty Prints is a full-service print shop and offers exceptional products at exceptionally low prices. From business cards to booklets and manuals, from newsletters to notepads. If it needs printing, you can count on Insty Prints Speedway to get the job done right and right on time. Insty Prints, 3255 East Speedway, 2 blocks east of Country Club. Insty Prints Speedway, Major League Printing and minor league prices.
This is Cool 1450, home of Sidewinders baseball action.
Tucson a couple of hits, but they do not score in the top of the first inning. Boy, Connor did some line drives hard at people in the last few days. Chris Mahalik 4-8, 5.04 ERA. 96 innings. He's given up 54 earned runs. 25 walks, 48 strikeouts. He'll face Chris Prieto. First game in 3 weeks with the Stingers after a calf injury. Speedy leadoff hitter hitting .305 with a home run in there from the left side. Hard and in on the grass at third. Pitch to Prieto. A strike over the outside corner. Santos at short. Green at second. Myers at first tonight with Connor DH. Hairston, Cada, Quinton left or right in the outfield. Battery of Hill and Mahola. And here's the 0-1. Prieto grounds one softly through the thick grass to Green at second. He has it. He flips to Myers at first in time to retire Prieto. And there's one away. Here's Ryan Speck, the second baseman. Late insertion into the lineup, hitting .310, 3 home runs. Well, Chris, of course, in his last outing was 2 outs away from a 9-inning complete game shutout of Las Vegas. The game Tucson won 21-1. Only Norihiro Nakamura homer in the ninth. Get Mahalik from his first ever 9-inning complete game shutout. Spector, right-handed batter, will take one low and inside, ball 1. Prior to that, Mahalik lost to Tacoma, 6 innings, 3 runs. A game he could have easily given him 0. Tucson did make some plays behind him. There's a smash into the hole. Santos able to come up with it. Brings it, he throws to first, close, but out is Spector gone. For Casey Kochman, the first baseman. And then 3 starts ago, Mahalik won against Portland. 2 wins and a loss in his last 3 starts. Could have easily been 2 wins and a no decision, or 3 wins. Here's Kochman, left-handed batter, hitting .276, 4 homers, and 42 runs driven in. Mahalik drops down, delivers one right down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-1. Chris working quickly. The pitch to Kochman. He gets a piece as he swings and fouls it back to the screen, and the count is 0-2. So Chris has given up 2 runs over his last 13 innings. Couple of ground ball outs here in the first. Pitch to Kochman. He hits it hard on 2 bounces right to Green at second. He's got it. Flips to first inning over. 3 ground ball outs. Stingers down in order. We go to the second from Salt Lake. No score tonight on the 4th of July.
Are you already dreading Tucson summer heat? Come on, relax. Naughton's is here. Hi, I'm Tina Naughton, and I know summers are a challenge in Tucson. That's why we're pleased to let you know that we've now got 5 convenient locations, including our newest location on Costco Drive in Marana. And don't forget, Naughton's has our own licensed installers available to get your systems up and running in no time. If money's tight, Naughton's can help finance. Naughton's with 5 convenient locations, including our newest location on Costco Drive in Marana. To find out more, visit Naughton's.com.
Make sure to try Sedona Springs Mountain Spring Water. Our water originates from deep protected mountain springs in Arizona, far from pollutants, city life, and people. Sedona Springs water enhances the flavors of juices, soups, pastas, and vegetables. And on a hot summer day in Arizona, there's nothing more refreshing than a cold drink of our natural spring water. So call now, 888-6099, to try Sedona Springs water, and we'll deliver a free case of our fresh mountain spring water at your doorstep to sample.
Hello, baseball fans. Wouldn't it be nice if your favorite player delivered every time he came to the plate? At Tanca Verde Apartments, we work hard to make sure our ERA, every residence appreciated, is high. We have studios, 1- and 2-bedroom apartments available now. Call us today so our All-Stars can tell you all about our unique AC-included program to help you keep your cool and your money this summer. Don't wait. Our specials are home-run quality, so call me at 886-8469 or visit us anytime at paulashmgt.com to view our floor plans and information about Tanca Verde Apartments, Tucson's largest entertainment and sports community.
Tucson Sidewinders baseball action continues on Cool 1450.
Number 24.
Email us tonight, SidewindersRadio@AOL.com. No score as the Sidewinders bat here in the second inning. Carlos Quinton, Coy Hill, and Brian Barton against Eric Sear. Hughes hitting .295 on the season. He has hit 15 homers, 55 runs driven in, and he has just terrorized the Salt Lake Stingers. More on that in a second. Carlos 0 for 3, couple of walks yesterday. Grounds one, back up the middle. It is knocked down by the second baseman Speck. Has no play, and Carlos on with a base hit. Pugh came in hitting .371. 4 of his 15 homers and 13 runs driven in against
Number 32.
the Stingers. It's a single right there. Tucson's third hit. Here's Coy Hill, the catcher. Coy wasn't around much last night. Grounded out in the first and then was thrown out in the bottom of the second. Or actually in the bottom of the first. When Scott Hairston was at the plate, thrown out from the dugout. Coy batting right-handed, .256 average. Takes one way outside high. Ball 1 from Sear. Shadows advancing out towards the third baseman Pavkovich and the shortstop Matranga. Pat's been playing in front of Quinton at first base. Sear ready, a flip over to first, and Hewitt a short lead, able to get back in standing. Well, Tucson wasn't able to get on the board in the first after singles by Green and Cato to begin things. Certainly Connor hit a bullet. Looked like it might go to right field. It landed right in the glove of Speck, who had an easy double play on Green back at second. Sears pitch 2. Coy Hill, a smash left, a base hit. Quinton goes to second, holds there, so the second inning begins just as the first inning did. 2 base hits by the Sidewinders. Here's Brian Barton.
Number 8, Brian Barton.
Barton hitting .293, working that batting average back up near 300. 8 home runs, 43 runs driven in. Barton had 2 singles, drove in a big run in the 8th, scored the tying run, 2 for 4 night. Huge homestand for Barton. Santos on deck. See what Barden wants to do right here. Singer's playing as if he might bunt. He's going to show bunt and misses. Bunted through a high fastball for strike one. No score, top of the second. Tucson trying to change that. Carlos Quinton takes his walking lead on second base. Coy Hill able to get a huge lead on first with Kochman way off the bag, guarding against the bunt. Bart's not going to bunt here and smashes one back up the middle. It went through the legs of Matranga and kicks away. Quinton's not going to stop around third. The throw back to third. He dives. He's safe. In under the tag of Pavkovich. Carlos thought that ball was going into left field. He saw the stop sign of Chip Hale late, went back diving to third. The throw was there in time, but Q was able to get back to the pillow, and Pavkovich never tagged him. Boy, that would have been a double play bouncer. Instead, it went right through the legs of the shortstop Matranga, and the bases are loaded and no one gone for Sergio Santos. Santos batting eighth, Myers in the number 9 hole on deck. Sergio hitting .235, 11 homers. He has driven in 50 runs on the season. Boy, you'd think it'd be important to get a couple of runs, take advantage of that error. After the Sidewinders had the bullet line drive double play to win the first. See what Santos can do against Eric Steer. And the pitch is on the way. It is clubbed in the air, foul down the right field line, headed for the second deck, and it's going to be back up into the seats. Santos hitting just 111, 5 for 45 this year against the Stingers. Of those 5 hits, 2 have been homers. He has driven in 7 runs. Bases loaded, no one gone. Pitch to Sergio. There's a ground ball into the hole. It's kicked by Matranga. A run will score, and everybody's safe. Back-to-back errors by Matranga at shortstop. And the Sidewinders have scored a run. And Santos will get an RBI on that one. His 51st of the year. Still no one out. Bases remain loaded. Here comes Myers. Corey hitting .259, and he's driven in 16. Back-to-back ground balls right at Matranga, who in his defense is shading his eyes, just trying to see it at the plate. And Corey takes one up and away, ball 1. So 4 hits. And 2 errors this inning. I should say 4 hits for the game. 2 singles, 2 errors this inning. And a run of the bank, 1-0 Sidewinders. And the 1-0 pitch to Myers. Corey takes above the belt and high, 2-0. Andy Green waits on deck. Well, an opportunity has presented itself to maybe put up a few more, especially if Myers can get on. Anything but a strikeout or a pop-up might add to the lead. Outfield straight away against Corey. Bases full of Sidewinders, and the pitch home. Skied in the air to left field. Gorneau has to retreat. Fighting the sunshine. Still on the run. He will make the catch, staggering all over the ballpark. Hill will tag and score. Bard to third. Safe at second is Santos, and the Sidewinders lead 2-0. And Myers has the sacrifice fly to add to the Sidewinders lead. Boy, Gorneau didn't see the ball. That sunshine is really tough, and he started staggering and drifting. Second baseman Speck fell on top of Santos, who is now holding his hand and shaking it, and Greg Barber, the trainer, is out, along with manager Chip Hale. Kind of a daring play by Sergio to go to second, but it certainly worked out well. But now you hope he's okay, as Speck basically either stepped on him or fell on top of his hand after he was able to get into the bag safely. Runners at second and third, 1 out, 2 runs home this inning. And here's Andy Green. Green had a bunt single in the first, and then was doubled off second on the line drive hit by Connor Jackson. Well, certainly the 2 errors this inning have paid dividends. And Greg Barber is still looking at Sergio, and the way they're looking, you probably think it's more than just rolling on top of the fingers. It's probably something like a cleat, a shoe mark. Santos is going to stay in. Barber back to the dugout.
Number 1, Andy Green.
Here's Andy Green. So Green has, again, 52 runs driven in, a new minor league career high with 10 home runs. He had 10 combined last year, 9 in AAA with Tucson and 1 with the Diamondbacks. Corners are playing in, middle infielders playing back, so even a ground ball to short or second could score another run. And the pitch from Sear to Green, high and outside, ball 1, 2-0 Sidewinders. 1 run this inning will be earned because you can't assume the double play, even though there were 2 opportunities at 1. Anything that scores hereafter would be unearned, but Tucson has a chance to add to their 2-0 lead. Green with that wide open stance, ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes, to the pitch from Sear. That's a good breaking ball for a strike over the outside edge. Between the knees and the belt, and the count evens at 1-1. Koch's been way off the line at first. Havkovich even with his bag at third. Outfield again, pretty much straight away against Green. Sear, the lefty, comes set at the belt, and the 1-1 pitch to Green. Inside low, almost hit him on the knee as it ran way in to the right-handed batter. And the count 2-1. Well, 2 runs in the bank, but 2 more men in scoring position with just 1 away. 2 balls, 1 strike to Green. And Sear's pitch home way high, 3-1 with Cato on deck. The throwback to Sear was knocked down and rolled away, but not far enough away for Barton at third to think about trying to score. So Barton at third, Santos at second. Both Quinton and Hill have scored this inning. And now the Stingers will go ahead and intentionally walk Andy Green, throw ball 4. That does go as an intentional walk, even though just the last one was of the free variety. And here comes Matt Cato, singled sharply into left field. His only time in today. He now has 12 hits in his last 5 games, counting tonight. Bases loaded, and 1 away. Sear ready, and here comes the pitch to Cato. He takes a strike inside corner. Cato was backing away, maybe thinking it was in. And it's 0-1 with Hairston on deck. Sear really wanted to get ahead of Cato there, did not want to fall behind with the bases loaded. 2 errors have been made behind him this inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the 0-1 pitch to Cato. Turns it an inside pitch and rolls it foul down the third base line, continuing into the Tucson bullpen, dying in the fence area. Looks like Jason Bolger will go retrieve, and now Sear could help himself out with a strikeout. Ahead of Cato, 0-2. The line in the pitch, and Cato takes a low and outside. It just missed, not by much. Two singles, 2 errors, and a sac fly in the sitting, and then the intentional walk to Andy Green. 2-0 Tucson lead, but certainly an opportunity for much more. Now Cato backs out of the box as Sear was taking too much time right there. Sear has thrown a lot of pitches in this inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cato. The lefty's pitch home. It bounces in the dirt. Good stop by Mathis, able to throw his body in front of that, knock it down, and the count is even at 2-2. Well, Santos and Myers, the 8 and 9 hitters, have RBIs this inning. Winds have almost shifted directions now. Instead of blowing from left to right, blowing at times towards left center field. Blowing out. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cato with the bases loaded in the pitch, and it's outside for ball 3. Fans hoot and holler, but it was certainly away from Matty, who was really reaching and still could not feel free to swing at that one, and the count has gone as far as it can go. Pretty good speed on the bases for Tucson. If Cada could hit one to the gap or the alley, let it bounce and roll for a while. The count has gone from 0-2 to 3-2 to Cada with the bases loaded and one away. And the pitch, wave and a miss, a big strikeout, 2 gone in the inning. Well, that'll help the cause, and here's Hairston.
Ella is the left fielder. Number 12, Scott Hairston.
Scott flied out to shallow right to Allen, his only time in today. And a golden opportunity for Scott to add to his 30 runs driven in with the Sidewinders this season. Tucson's had a lot of base runners and just 2 runs, and certainly the air has helped in that category. Pitch to Scott is on the way. A high strike over the outside corner. Comes around the belt, and it's 0-1. It's a tough pitch to hit unless you're looking immediately to go to right field. Connor Jackson now out on deck. Diamondbacks lost today 10-3 at home to St. Louis. Brandon Webb suffered the loss. Sidewinders lead 2-0 in the top of the second. The 0-1 to Hairston. He grounds it back up the middle. Fielded by the second baseman. Speck takes it to the bag at second, and Tucson wastes a golden opportunity. They get 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits, 2 errors. They leave the bases loaded. They have left 4 men and hit into a double play through 2 innings, but they have a 2-0 lead.
If you're looking for a new or used vehicle, Jim Click says there's never been a better time to call, click, or come by. Call 888-JIM-CLICK. Click on JimClick.com or come by any Jim Click dealership.
Since 1907, Southern Arizonans have depended on professionals at Citizens Transfer and Stores to take care of their personal and professional belongings. Almost 100 years since they began. Today, Citizens Transfer stores business materials, bulk materials, and of course, personal belongings for both short-term and long-term needs. Through it all, Citizens Transfer and Storage remains the leader in professional, careful, and on-time moving. Now, Citizens Transfer and Storage is looking for conscientious, long-haul drivers. If you have a commercial driver's license and are ready to join a great team of professionals, call Citizens and ask for Ron Osland at extension 204. Owner-operators are welcome, or if you are interested in becoming one, Citizens Transfer and Storage features a drive-to-purchase program that will help you start your own business. Call Ron Osland at 623-6301, extension 204. Long-haul drivers, call Citizens Transfer and Storage, Southern Arizona's careful movers, now.
If you're looking for a new or used vehicle, Jim Click says there's never been a better time to call, click, or come by. Call 888-JIM-CLICK. Click on JimClick.com or come by any Jim Click dealership.
More Sidewinders action now on Cool 1450.
If you're looking for a new or used vehicle, there's never been a better time to call, click, or come by. Call 888-JIM-CLICK, click JimClick.com, or come by any Jim Click dealership. Well, it could easily be 0-0. It could be 8-0 Tucson, but it is 2-0 Sidewinders. Mahoney got 3 ground ball outs, a perfect first. He'll face Gorneau, Mathis, and Allen, the 4, 5, and 6 batters here in the second inning. Gorneau, the left fielder, batting .292. He's hit 15 home runs and 55 runs driven in, almost exactly the same numbers as Carlos Quinton. Gorneau will wait. He takes a big breaking ball down and in, ball 1. Same number of homers, same number of RBIs. Q was hitting 3 points higher than Gorneau. Q has a single today. Gorneau batting for the first time. 1-0 pitch. He takes a change-up strike over the outside edge, evening the count at 1-1. Shadows have advanced out towards Santos. Feet in shadows, upper body in sunshine. Strike outside edge. Mahalik hits the corner. Jumps ahead in the count, 1-2. Well, just about every seat now is taken here in the old ballpark. Say 15, maybe 16,000 tonight. Mahalik the wind, the 1-2 pitch. It's ripped half barge into left field. A tough one hopper. Hairston over to retrieve, and Gorneau will probably be given a single on that one. Leading off the second, a smash, and Barge tried to take it on a tough hop. And Gorneau on. And here's Jeff Mathis. Mathis hitting .282 with 9 home runs. Mathis has a couple of bombs and 7 runs driven in this year against Tucson. And the Stingers have their first base runner. Chris Reddy in the pitch home, low and inside. Missing ball 1 to Mathis, the right-handed batting catcher and the prospect of these Anaheim Angels. See if the Sidewinders can get a ground ball for a double play. A little soft pop-up headed foul first base side. Myers to the railing, and he will not have a play. It's about 4 rows deep. I don't see the net man, our favorite character here that sits down the right field line with his large net. Takes a lot of those balls that were fouled down towards the Stingers bullpen. See if he emerges a little bit later on. Well, Chris was able to get 3 ground ball outs in succession in the first. He'd like to get one at one of the infielders here for a chance to turn 2. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mathis. He waves and misses it. A dandy of a change. Boy, Mahalik pulled the string nicely, and Mathis way out in front. So much so, in fact, he almost fell down in the batter's box. And the 1-2 pitch, and it is low and outside, just missing, and the count is even at 2-2. Brian Gordon, the former Sidewinder, not in the lineup today against the left-hander Mahalik. Chris Reddy, the 2-2 pitch on the way, low and just missing, 3-2. So a leadoff single by Gorneau. The count has gone as far as it can go to Mathis. Remember, the Stingers team runs a lot. They start their runners, try and get something in motion. See if they do so here. Runner not going. Pitch on the way. There's a smash. Caught by Bart. Turns. He fires back to first. Save close, but not in time. Had that been a one-hopper, it would have been an easy double play. But because Brian was able to catch it off his shoes, there's 1 away. Here's the left-handed batting Luke Allen. He's hitting .282 this year with 13 homers. And he's driven in 51. One on, one out, bottom of the second. Sidewinders in front 2-0 tonight here in Utah. Mahalik quickly delivers to Alvin and runs it too far inside to the lefty for ball 1. Dino Ebel, the manager for the Stingers, coaches at third. Jim Epper, the hitting coach, does the honors over at first. Some teams use players to coach first base. Other teams like Tucson and the Stingers use their batting coach. A toss to first, close and safe. Not a big lead for Gorneau, but he was frozen. And the only way he was able to get back to the bag was he just fell on top of it. Didn't really move his feet. He just belly flopped on top of the pillow. Otherwise, he might have been out. Chris Reddy and dips down and delivers a strike over the outside edge to Allen, who really threw his shoulders back in disgust. He knew he had no chance to hit that one when it started to tail away from him as Mahalik gave him a different look. Sidewinders in their gray road unis with those gray hands and black bills tonight. Stingers in their home whites with red sleeves and helmets. The 1-1 wave of a miss. Allen tried to yank one that tailed down and away, and he came up empty in the count 1-2. Sidewinders were going to be a little bit short-handed as they played extra innings last night as far as their bullpen is concerned. They'll have a few guys available tonight. And they will add Vladimir Nunez, a former Diamondback farmhand, probably tomorrow. Mahalik's 1-2, and Allen would not chase that one further off the corner. Nunez had been with both Oklahoma and Memphis in this league. 7 saves with the Memphis Redbirds. Very good earned run average. He might get a chance to save some of the games with Tucson. But with the team tonight not activated until tomorrow. The 2-2. There's a ground ball back to the mound. Fielded by Mahalik. Turns and he fires to Santos. There's an out back to first. There is a double play. A 1-6-3 twin killing to win the second. Good job by Mahalik. And a good turn by Santos. And Myers is put in the bag back at first. A hit, no one left. Through 2 innings. It's 2-0 Sidewinders.
Film Creations Limited, Southern Arizona's oldest and most experienced film and television production company, is proud to announce its conversion to high-definition production. If you've ever seen high definition, you know how remarkable the image quality is. That's why most Fortune 500 companies are already producing their commercial, marketing, and training materials in high def. Sounds expensive. Well, it's not. At Film Creations, we charge the same price for standard or high def production. That's right, high def for the same price as standard def. Film Creations Limited offers 3 high-definition editing suites, 3 broadcast cameras, 3D animation, DVD authoring and duplication, and the most capable production team in Arizona. For a free quote and production analysis, call us at 624-4444 or visit us on the web at filmcreations.com. Film Creations Limited, the people who put the pro in production.
Let your Diamond Club card reward you even more every Tuesday and Thursday with double points at Desert Diamond Casino. From 10 a.m. to midnight, watch your points double up, which means double cash back to you for your play. Call the Desert Diamond Club at 393-2700 for more information. Not a club member yet? What are you waiting for? It's free to join. Just stop by the Desert Diamond Club at either location and sign up. Desert Diamond Casino, I-19 and Pima Line Road, exit 80. Or Desert Diamond Casino at Nogales Highway, south of Valencia. You're hearing Sidewinders baseball action on Cool 1450.
Leading off for the Tucson Sidewinders.
2-0 Sidewinders. Tucson bats in the third. Connor Jackson, Carlos Quinton, and Coy Hill. Sidewinders have 2 runs on 4 hits. They've started both innings tonight with a couple of base hits. But they've hit into a double play and left 4 men on base in 2 innings. Connor hit a smash right to Speck near the bag at second, able to catch it and get the double play. The only reason he was that close to the bag was trying to keep Green close. Now he's playing more towards first base. Connor looks at one high and outside, ball 1. Well, yesterday the Major League All-Star Game rosters were announced. Of course, Connor in the AAA game and the Futures game in Detroit a week from this upcoming Sunday. 1-0 pitch to Jackson, low and inside, 2-0. Peter Gammons, who is going to go into the Hall of Fame this year as a baseball writer, of course, on ESPN. Did a little note today in his ESPN column talking about current minor leaguers who will be playing in the 2007 All-Star Major League game. Connor smashes one to left center field. That's in for a base hit. This ball's going to take a bounce. It's cut off by Gorno in the alley. Connor with a wide turnaround first, and he will go back to the bag, not trying for 2, even though the throw was a wide one from Gorno. Fifth hit of the night for Tucson, number 107 on the year for Connor Jackson. Here's Quinton, who singled in the second. But Peter Gammons named 6 current minor league players who could be playing in an All-Star game. They include Delman Young of Tampa Bay, Felix Hernandez of Seattle, Justin Verlander with Detroit, Dustin Pedroia, an ASU kid from Boston. Here's the pitch to Carlos, low and inside, ball 1. Prince Fielder with Milwaukee, and Connor Jackson of Arizona. So that's high praise to think in a couple of years. Those are 6 guys Gammons thinks could be in a Major League All-Star game. Carlos said in the count, 1 ball to no strikes from Sear. Gets a hanging breaking ball, pops it up, foul ground, first base side. Kochman to the railing of the dugout, reaching and making the catch to retire Q, and there's 1 away. And there's 1 gone for Coy Hill. Boy ripped a single to left back in the second inning.
Number 32, Coy Hill.
So 1 on, 1 out for Hill. Coy again batting right-handed. Came in hitting .256. Sear ready in the pitch to Hill. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Shadows advancing out towards right field. Still a lot of sunshine in left or in center. I'd like to hit the ball in that direction to see if the outfitters can contend with the elements. There's the pitch high, 1-1. An instant message tonight from a friend of Vladimir Nunez. Glad to see him back in the organization. Toss to first, back in diving is Connor Jackson. He or she says he'll close some games for the Sidewinders. It could be with the big club, and certainly I think that's the case. You know, certainly if you're going to add guys at this juncture of the season, you do so with the thought that maybe they can help your parent club, the Diamondbacks. Hunter draws another throw, and he's able to get back in standing. 2-0 Sidewinders here in the top of the third inning. Five singles tonight for Tucson. A couple of errors as well by the Stingers, and Sear has walked a man. Another throw to first, and Connor was stolen just 3 bags all year. Draws another throw, and he's able to get back in standing. Brian Barton waits on deck here in the top of the third. Koshman plays a couple of steps off the bag, making it maybe a little bit easier for Connor to get the lead. Pitch to Coy, waves and misses, chases one, got him out of the zone. That's a strikeout. Second strikeout for Sear. No, I beg your pardon. Now the scoreboard was off the pitch. Coy was walking away, but it's now just 1-2. Cato struck out with the bases loaded and 1 away in the second, and then Hairston bounced out to Speck at second base to end the inning and leave him loaded. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hill. And the pitch, a little fister headed out towards shallow center. It may fall. Jumping fast, it will fall. And Connor's going to take off for third. The throw will be a top. He's out. Well, you were wondering maybe where Connor was going on that one. Thought the throw might just hit him in the back and give the Sidewinders runners at the corners, but certainly Connor got a good jump on that, but Frieda was charging fast and was in shallow center. So instead of first and second, 1 away. Now there's a runner at first, 2 gone for Barden, who reached on an error by the shortstop Matranga, one of back-to-back E6s he made, and Sear delivers a strike over the outside corner. Sear's been walking that tightrope and somehow has given up only 2 runs, one of which was unearned. Coy not a threat to run at first. 0-1 to Barton. Ryan will fist one in the air down the right field line. This ball may fall. Headed into the corner. Sliding catch by Allen. He makes the play. Taking a hit and maybe a double away from Barton. Well, that's a fine play as well. The inning is over. 2 hits. And yet Tucson leaves another man. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Sidewinders.
You know, this place is more like a retirement community. Kind of like a vacation. Planned group activities, tasty restaurant-style meals. Housekeeping and laundry, even a shuttle service. But the best part, flirting with the guys. You are a bad girl.
Desert Point Retirement Community in Oro Valley. For a free luncheon tour, call 520-498-1111 or visit leisurecare.com. Leisure Care. It's more than retirement. It's 5-star fun.
High-definition television is here to stay, and more high-def outlets are coming online daily. In fact, by mid-year, all local television stations will be required to output a full high-definition signal. Typically, high-definition production has been far too expensive for anything but large multinational companies. But now, Film Creations Limited, Southern Arizona's oldest and most experienced production company, is proud to offer high-definition production for the same price as standard definition. That's right, high-def production for the same price as standard def. So why not be ready for the future? At Film Creations Limited, it costs no more. And when high-def hits the mainstream, you'll already be ahead of the competition. For a free quote and production analysis, call Film Creations Limited 624-4444 or visit us on the web at filmcreations.com. Film Creations Limited, the people who put the pro in production.
This is Cool 1450, home of Sidewinders baseball action.
Well, the Sidewinders have a 2-0 lead. They've had opportunities to add to it. See what Mahalik does against Matranga, Avkovich, and Smith. 7-9 here in the third. Again, you can email us tonight, SidewindersRadio@AOL.com. That would be the Stinger mascot with a couple of seat cushions right in front of the Gosling family, actually, tonight. Mike's parents here today. The Stinger trying to make a little bit of noise. Here's Matranga hitting .243. 3 homers, 19 runs driven in. And the pitch is hit in the air, foul down the left field line, and it's headed for the seats, and it's going to be at a fly. Matranga made errors on back-to-back ground balls in the second that let the Sidewinders score a couple of runs. And the pitch to him is smashed on 2 bounces right to Santos at short. Sergio slings it over to Corey Myers in time to retire. Matranga one away in the third inning.
Now batting.
And here's Pavkovich.
Number 17, Adam Pavkovich.
Matt Morris got his 10th win in the game today. For the Diamondbacks, Sean Green had 3 hits. Troy Gloss had 3 runs driven in. But Brandon Webb allowed 5 runs, 4 earned in 7 innings today. And Greg Aquino really struggled. Pavkovich looks at a strike over the outside corner. Aquino in a third of an inning gave up 4 runs. His ERA 12.96. Mike Koplov also allowed a run today. Pavkovich looks at one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs on 6 hits for the Sidewinders. No runs on a hit for the Stingers. Again, we're in the bottom of the third. And the 1-1. It flows high and away. A changeup that was up but also away. Casey Smith, the DH, waits on deck. Chris working quickly, the 2-1. It is just outside. It looked like that changeup dropped in for a strike, but plate umpire Kevin Sweeney didn't give it to him. 3-1. To our injury report this inning, brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Pitch is chopped towards short. Sergio has to hop, eat him up, still picks it up, throws to Myers, throw it high. It picks away. Sidewinders have a chance to get the runner at second. Green throw is going to be not in time. He missed the tag. Where in the world was Pavkovich going? Myers and Green kind of had a communication issue determining who was going to pick up the throw off the carom off the wall near the stands. Green slung one high to Santos. It still looked like it was in time to get Pavkovich. Could be 2 errors. Looks like 1 charge to Sergio. Tried to take that off to the side with 1 hand. And it ate him up. And here's Casey Smith, who's hitting .218, but big numbers against the Sidewinders. 10 for 24 against Tucson. A .417 average. And he looks at one outside, does the right-handed batting DH. Well, even though Sergio bobbled the ball, he still had a chance with a good throw to get Pavkovich. Then he rounded, immediately took off for second, even though it looked like he was going to be dead to rights. And when Tucson kind of hesitated between Green and Myers, it still looked like they had him at second. And after all that, they didn't get him. Again, our injury report brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Troy Gloss was out of action yesterday. Aggravated that left knee while sliding into second base the day before. Look, he had a big game today. Alan Zinner also on the Sidewinders DL. High drive in the end of left field. Chasing Hairston back, still on the run. Near the wall, he's got it against the fence. And fires it back in. Smith just missed a homer that could have tied the game. Hairston with the sunglasses on, got a great jump on that one. Cutting the winds and the sunshine, and here's Prieto, the leadoff hitter. Bounced out to Green at second to begin the game. But J.D. Drew of the Dodgers was injured yesterday. Brad Halsey broke his left wrist with a pitch. Drew had homered 3 times in the previous 2 games. Of course, his brother in the Diamondbacks organization. But a Diamondback pitcher will derail the season for J.D. Drew. Pitch to Prieto. Good breaking ball for a strike over the outside corner. 2-0 Tucson here at the bottom of the third. Could be 6 to 8 weeks that Drew will be out. And Ching-Fen Shin from Las Vegas was called up. Todd Linden was sent down by the Giants to Fresno. There's a little flare headed to center. That is a base hit. Here comes Pavkovich around third. Here comes Catus' throw. It is cut off. The throw back to first. Now they look like they have Prieto with a rundown. Santos will turn and throw to Green and missed it. That's 2 breakdowns Tucson's had in this inning. Prieto's flare hit will score a run. But the Sidewinders had Prieto hung out to dry, but Green took the throw and he wasn't near the bag with Myers behind him. So the Stingers have a run, an unearned run. near Speck, who grounded to short his only time in. Just a little soft flare to center. Gator's throw is cut off at the mound by Myers, and Tucson can't get the out recorded. So a couple of times they have had chances to get base runners, and both times they have been denied. But to finish the thought on Drew, he signed a 5-year, $55 million contract in the offseason after a big year last year with Atlanta. Going to miss some more time with the Dodgers. Pitch to Speck, soft foul, headed down the right field line and out of play. Drew became the 14th different Dodger to go on the DL. That sounds like the Diamondbacks last season, doesn't it? Jason Repko, the Sidewinders star with Las Vegas, said it's amazing how many people have gone down. Of course, the Diamondbacks were able to take 2 of 3 from the Dodgers. Here it's 2-1. And the pitch is a blooper hit down the right field line, curving foul into the Stingers bullpen, grabbed by one of the relievers sitting on the chair. Dodgers are in Colorado, trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Well, you think of the 4th of July, certainly baseball comes to mind. Fireworks, parades, apple pie, the whole 9 yards. A couple of teams actually aren't even playing today. The A's and the Blue Jays have today off. Seems like a shame, doesn't it, not to be playing on the 4th of July? Toss to first, Prieto back in standing. Each team has made errors leading to the opposition's runs. And the 2-strike pitch, a wave and a miss, good change-up inning over. 1 run, unearned, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. After 3 innings, it's 2-1. Sidewinders over the Stingers.
Let your Diamond Club card reward you even more every Tuesday and Thursday with double points at Desert Diamond Casino from 10 a.m. to midnight. Watch your points double up, which means double cash back to you for your play. Call the Desert Diamond Club at 393-2700 for more information. Not a club member yet? What are you waiting for? It's free to join. Just stop by the Desert Diamond Club at either location and sign up. Desert Diamond Casino, I-19 and Pima Line Road, exit 80, or Desert Diamond Casino at Nogales Highway, south of Valencia.
Make sure to try Sedona Springs Mountain Spring Water. Our water originates from deep protected mountain springs in Arizona, far from pollutants, city life, and people. Sedona Springs water enhances the flavors of juices, soups, pastas, and vegetables. And on a hot summer day in Arizona, there's nothing more refreshing than a cold drink of our natural spring water. So call now, 888-6099, to try Sedona Springs water, and we'll deliver a free case of our fresh mountain spring water at your doorstep to sample.
Hello, this is Sherry Espinoza, manager of Tanque Verde Apartments. Whether you're looking for a studio, 1 or 2-bedroom home, we can help. Tanque Verde has 9 floor plans to choose from. That means one-stop shopping. And they all start at very affordable rates for this ideal Northeast location. Even better, all our rates include your major utilities. Yes, AC is included. So we can save you money all year long. Summer specials are the best, so don't wait. Call me today at 886-8469, and our helpful staff can make this your best move yet. Again, that's 886-8469.
Tucson Sidewinders baseball action continues on Cool 1450.
2-1 Sidewinders as they bat here in the 3rd inning. It'll be Santos and Myers and Green. 8-9 and 1 against Sear. Hopefully you had a chance to be out of the game yesterday. Connor Jackson's walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th. Whoever caught that baseball, hold on to it. That might be a nice souvenir someday, if it's not already. 10,522 last night at the yard. Sergio takes downstairs ball 1. Fresno Series, the largest attended series in Sidewinders history, 31,941, almost 32,000 fans, an average of just under 8 a game. And the 1-0 pitch to Santos, that's high, so Sears missed low and up in the zone. And the count 2-0. Tucson 6 hits, all singles today. A little bit like Iowa last night. And the 2-0 pitch downstairs. No, called a strike, a late strike at the knee. Iowa had 18 hits in their 9-4 win over Oklahoma. 17 of the 18 were singles. And the 2-1 pitch to Sergio. That's up in the zone. And the count 3-1. Devil of Bears and a walk behind Sear today. Winds have died down. Shadows will be a problem for maybe another inning or 2. And then the dusk hours should take over. Hitters count for Santos to 3-1. He fouls it back to the screen, and the count has gone full. A lot of big games around the league yesterday. I mentioned that in Colorado Springs and Tacoma. In Tacoma, Sky Sox had back-to-back homers in the 12th inning. Ryan Spilburrows and Ryan Shealy to break up a tie. And the 3-2 pitch. Sergio grounds one deep into the hole. It'll be back in by the shortstop Matranga. Throws to first. Santos out. One away in the fourth. Colorado Springs won that game 11-9. 20 runs in the game combined, the most in Cheney Stadium in one game this season. Shane Nance, former Sidewinder with Omaha, at 3 scoreless innings to get his second win, 2-0 with Omaha, and their win against Albuquerque. Here's Myers, Corey, a sac fly to left field to Gorneau, driving in a 17th run back in the second inning. And he will take one off the corner, outside ball, one, a fastball. Nashville had a homer from Corey Hart in the 10th inning. They trailed 7-1, came back to win that game 8-7 in 10 innings. And the 1-0 from Sears, a strike of the knees, outer edge. And how about Round Rock's pitcher Brandon Duckworth? He got the win and also hit a home run. A little bit like John Cannon. The 1-1 from Sear to Myers nearly hit him on the shoulder as it came inside. 2-1. Sacramento's Juan Cruz, a pitcher, struck out 11 men, 11 stingers yesterday in 7 innings. 2-1 Sidewinders in the fourth. One man retired this inning. The 2-1 pitch home to Myers. For you, big cut and a miss. Big rip, no contact, 2-2. Jam-packed Franklin Covey Field tonight. And the 2-2 pitch to Corey. Shatters his back, rounds one to the third baseman Paskovich, cutting in front of Matranga, and is tossed to first in plenty of time to get Myers. 2 away. And this is the first inning. Tucson's not had at least 2 hits. They've had 2 hits in each of the first 3 innings. And Green has the bunt single, and he has been intentionally walked today. Batting with the bases empty and 2 gone. See if Green can get on for the 3rd time already tonight. Pitch from the lefty Sear is a chopper to the leaping third baseman Paskovich. A snow cone catch, throws to first for the out. And the Sidewinders down in order. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It is 2-1 Sidewinders lead.
If you're looking for a new or used vehicle, Jim Click says there's never been a better time to call, click, or come by. Call 888-JIM-CLICK. Click on JimClick.com or come by any Jim Click dealership.
Whenever I am asked why La Parrilla Suiza has been so successful in Tucson, I tell them it is because of the unique flavors of Mexican cuisine as enjoyed in Mexico City. Each region of Mexico offers its own distinct style of special ingredients. La Parrilla Suiza is open 7 days a week with 3 Tucson locations. Call La Parrilla Suiza for reservations or to book your next party or group function. Bienvenidos a La Parrilla Suiza.
You know, lots of people think that spring is the busiest time of year in Tucson. There's lots to do to get ready for the hot summer ahead. Hi, this is Tina Naughton. Did you know that Naughton's has been getting Tucson ready for summer for over 50 years now? That's right, and now we're doing even more. Come into Naughton's and we'll not only sell you the best cooler or air conditioning system for your home or office, but we'll install it too. There's nobody cooler than Naughton's with 5 convenient locations, including our newest on Costco Drive in Marana. To find out more, visit Naughtons.com.
If you're looking for a new or used vehicle, Jim Click says there's never been a better time to call, click, or come by. Call 888-JIM-CLICK. Click on JimClick.com or come by any Jim Click dealership.
More Sidewinders action now on Cool 1450.
Yes, having a dance contest between innings. If you could vote for none of the above, you might be the winner tonight. I guess they had to award a prize, and they did. So the Sidewinders have a 2-1 lead. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Sidewinders. A costly error. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 costly errors for the Sting. Sidewinders finally were retired in the order. In the fourth by Sear, and here's the heart of the lineup for the Stingers. Kochman, Bounced out to Green at second. His only time in, and hits one foul wide of third, kicking up into the crowd for strike one. Well, the Washington Nationals lost today. They came into action today with the third best record of the majors at 50-31. 4th of July baseball in D.C. Kochman takes just high and outside, not missing by much, 1-1. Mets won that game with 3 runs to the ninth, 5-2. Chris working quickly, the 1-1 of Kochman served out a play over the roof, third base side, back towards the streets. Of course, Brett Boone was designated for assignment. Maybe a bit of a surprise that Boone, the longtime Seattle Mariner, was sent packing. Seattle has 10 days to trade him or put him on waivers. Kochman takes low and outside, 2-2. Both Jose Lopez and Chris Snelling were called up from Tacoma. That's good news for the Stingers, who are a half a game behind the Rainiers in the Pacific Northern Division. The 2-2. Kochman serves it hard and foul down the left field line, back up into the stands. Dontrell Willis yesterday, another complete game shutout. He has 4 of those on the year. On the other hand, though, Jared Washburn of the Angels was able to throw a 5-inning complete game shutout. The game was shortened to 5 innings, and that's a complete game. 2-2 to Kochman. Waves, and did he miss? No, he actually picked one in and out of the glove of Foy. He couldn't hold on. So Kochman remains alive. Yesterday also involved a battery that, well, let's put it this way, a little bit long in the tooth for 2 teams. Finish that thought after this 2-2 pitch, and it comes to Kochman and drills him. He's on to lead off the 4th. That's the last thing Mahalik wanted to do, and he almost had him struck out. Here's Gornell, ripped a single, pass hard, and into left in the second. Sandy Alomar and Kenny Rogers were the battery of the Rangers. Alomar was the youngest of this duo. He's 39. Kenny Rogers, 40 years old. For the Mariners, it was Jamie Moyer and Pat Borders. Both are 42. So one age of the battery, 84. Another was 79. Leadoff man on for the Stingers. A toss to first, close and safe. Kochman almost got caught leaning and trying to reach with his leg rather than lunging back into the bag. Myers holding Kochman on. Sidewinders lead by a run in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch to Gordo, smashed in the air to left center field. Cadiz should have a play back in the spacious alley underneath it now, and will make the catch. Retires Gordo, 1 gone, and that'll chase Kochman back to first base. Here's Mathis. Hit a line drive to Barton at third, his only time in. Well, again, congratulations to Luis Gonzalez. He'll be the Diamondbacks All-Star. Although Brandon Webb could still be named to the team, his loss today probably didn't help, but there are 5 players for each league the fans can vote on again. Mathis takes a strike, inside corner of the knees. He thought it was inside and argues with plate umpire Kevin Sweeney. Mentioned it yesterday, though. In the American League, it's Derek Jeter, Hideki Matsui, Carl Crawford, Torrey Hunter, and Scott Pasednik, the 5. One of those 5 will be awarded the last spot of the American League. 0-1 to Mathis, waves and misses at a change in the dirt. Mahalik made him look foolish. And the count, 0-2. In the National League, Brett Myers, Roy Oswalt, the former Toro Billy Wagner, the former Wildcat Trevor Hoffman, and the former Sidewinder Brandon Webb. The wind, the 2-strike pitch, and it bends outside and low and just misses. 2 runs on 6 hits for the Sidewinders, and again 1 run on 2 hits for the Stingers. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Kochman reached being hit by a pitch. The throw to Mathis at the plate, just missing inside, not by much, 2-2, and even the hometown fans kind of ooh and ah on that one. So if you go to MLB.com, you can vote, I think, up to 20 or 25 times for Brandon Webb. Try and get him to the All-Star team. Mahalik will throw over the first, and Kochman, who has yet to steal a bag this year, able to get back in standing. Tucson 2 runs in the second. Stingers a run in the third. See if Tucson can get a ground ball double play. A pop up instead, right side of the infield. Green will circle underneath it, drifting back to the grass underneath it, makes the catch. 2 away now. for Luke Allen.
Number 25, Lou Allen.
Allen hit into a 1-6-3 double play. A comeback of the Mahalik, who started the twin killing to win the second inning. Lefty-lefty matchup here. And Mahalik drops down, and Allen hits one in the left field. Hairston should have it measured. Circling underneath it. He's there. He's got it. Inning over. Mahalik able to work around that hit batter. A man stranded. We played 4 innings from Salt Lake, and it is 2-1. Tucson with the lead.
Make sure to try Sedona Springs Mountain Spring Water. Our water originates from deep protected mountain springs in Arizona, far from pollutants, city life, and people. Sedona Springs water enhances the flavors of juices, soups, pastas, and vegetables. And on a hot summer day in Arizona, there's nothing more refreshing than a cold drink of our natural spring water. So call now, 888-6099, to try Sedona Springs water, and we'll deliver a free case of our fresh mountain spring water at your doorstep to sample.
Back for its 3rd season, it's the Little Snakes, Sidewinders, and Home Depot Kids Club for kids ages 3 through 12. The cost is $5, and you receive a membership card and T-shirt and free admission to 9 Kids Club games. Discount pricing on Kids Corner activities and Team Shop merchandise will be available, and 3 of the games will also be preceded by events such as an autograph session, a Q&A with the players, and more. Call 434-1021 for more information. Don't delay. Call today and join the Little Snakes, Sidewinders, and Home Depot Kids Club.
Hello, this is Sherry Espinoza, one of the many professionals who work on the Paul Ash Management team here in Tucson. Paul Ash Management Company offers a variety of luxury apartment rentals for every budget and lifestyle. Whatever area of town you're looking for, Paul Ash Management has quality apartments managed by people who care about you. Visit our website soon and tour all of our communities online at paulashmgt.com, or stop by and visit any of our communities throughout Tucson for what we like to call the complete package. We know you'll like what you see. For a luxury Eastside rental, call me at the Tanca Verde Apartments at 886-8469.
You're hearing Sidewinders baseball action on Cool 1450.
2-1 Sidewinders lead. Harder lineup in the 5th against Sears, who went 4 innings in his last start, giving up 8 runs. Sidewinders had 2 hits in each of the first 3 innings, but they won in order in the 4th. Cater today a single and a strikeout, but he struck out with the bases loaded in the 2nd. Matt Waring, number 11, batting from the right side against the lefty Sear. Pitch on the way. Ground ball chopped right to Pavkovich, the third, who was playing in. Gets a nice big bounce. Throws to first, and he's retired. 3 of the last 4 Sidewinders. Here's Scott Hairston. Hairston is grounded to second and also fly to right.
Scott Hairston.
So 1 away. No activity whatsoever in the Stingers bullpen. You can't believe Sears going to go much more than maybe 5 or 6 innings. One final note, though, on the All-Star team. David Ortiz was a former Salt Lake Buzz and Stinger. He was here briefly in 3 years. Hairston chops one to third. In is Pavkovich. He's got it. Throws another Sidewinder out. That's 4 in a row. Pavkovich is set down, chopping ground balls right to him. And there's Connor Jackson. Ortiz here in 97, 10 games, 11 games in 98, 130 games in 99, where he had 30 homers, 110 RBIs.
Number 34.
He had the most votes of anybody for the All-Star team. 4 million plus. Here's Connor Jackson. Connor, of course, in the Futures game, and Dino Ebel, the manager for the Stingers, will be the coach for the World team. Connor just resting his bat on his shoulder and taking one high from Sear, ball 1. Well, maybe Tucson had a golden opportunity to score quite a few runs in the first few innings and didn't do it, and they may regret that. And the 1 to Connor, right down the middle for a strike, 1-1. Jackson lined out sharply for a double play in the first, singled in the third, and then was out trying to go to third on a base hit by Coy Hill. 1-1 to Connor, low inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Huge crowd here today. Yesterday, the Diamondbacks played in front of the second largest crowd in Dodger Stadium history. The 2-1, low and outside. 3 balls and a strike. They keep finding ways to put bigger crowds into Dodger Stadium, but they had 55,868. Hitters count for Connor. The 3-1 pitch is on the way. And he swings and he pops it up. It should find its way back into the seats and will. In fact, landing maybe 10 or 12 rows up. And the count has gone full. Pavkovich again has retired 4 men in a row from his third base position. The 3-2 pitch, he might make it 5. Ground ball to him, and he's got it. The throw to first is in time. Pavkovich has retired 5 straight sidewinders on ground ball outs, and all of a sudden the offense has gone quiet. Halfway done tonight, 2-1 sidewinder.
For Major League Printing at minor league prices, there's only one team that just can't be beat. It's InstiPrints at 3255 East Speedway. InstiPrints is a full-service print shop and offers exceptional products at exceptionally low prices. From business cards to booklets and manuals, from newsletters to notepads. If it needs printing, you can count on InstiPrints Speedway to get the job done right and right on time. InstiPrints, 3255 East Speedway, 2 blocks east of Country Club. InstiPrints Speedway, Major League Printing and minor league prices.
Great moments in Laughlin history. Jeff from Barstow tries out his new camera phone.
Hey, Jeff sending pictures from Laughlin.
Looks like he rented a jet ski.
I think he's in a casino now.
Are there girls with him?
Hello?
Hey, man, you got shoes. I'm down here. Hey, baby.
Jeff says hello.
Uh-huh.
I hate Jeff.
Laughlin, Nevada. Founded on fun. For information, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
It's Fireworks Fridays all season long with Tucson Sidewinders.
Hallelujah!
Tucson Electric Park is the place to be after every Friday home game. Come enjoy the American tradition of baseball and stay after the game to watch the skies light up with red, white, and blue. Tickets can be purchased at the Tucson Electric Park box office or by calling 434-1021. 434-1021.
And listen to this crowd.
We hope to see you and your family at every Friday home game all season long. Call 434-1021.
This is Cool 1450, home of Sidewinders baseball action.
Stingers bat in the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 Sidewinders for the lead. Matranga, Pavkovich, and Smith will be the batter. Matranga grounded to short his only time in. How about that 5 straight Sidewinders that grounded out to Pavkovich at third base? He's also scored the only Sidewinder run when he reached down in air by Santos back in the 3rd. And the first pitch is on the way from Mahalik, and it is a little bit low. Ball 1, 2, 6 and 1 for the Sidewinders, 1, 2 and 2 for the Stinger. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a strike over the outside corner. Matranga gets squared to show bunts. Into the line goes Mahalik, and the 1-1 pitch, a wave and a miss, and the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harden was playing in. Now with 2 strikes, he can retreat a few steps at third. Chris into the line. Here's the pitch. Just misses the outside corner around the knee. Yesterday, the Tennessee Smokies, the Double-A team, lost to Chattanooga 14-5, despite another big day by Jerry Gill, the shortstop. Couple of hits, couple of RBIs. And the 2-2 backdoor breaking ball, just missing. Mahalik wanted it, didn't get it. Awfully close to being strike 3. Lancaster able to snap a 10-game losing streak. They beat Rancho 9-2. Pitch is on the way. Wave and a miss. Matranga chased the changeup down on strikes. 1 away. Here's Pavkovich. Reached on the air by Sergio. Then went to second on another Sidewinder mistake and scored on a bloop single by Prieto. South Bend beat Quad Cities 9-4. Augustin Murillo, couple of hits. He leads the Midwest League with 102 hits. There's a little soft flare in the other center field. Cada now stops, reaches up, makes the catch 2 away. So So Mahalik retired 5 in a row since he hit Kochman to begin the 4th. And here's Smith, who flied out to the warning track, almost the wall, and left in the 3rd inning. Spokane beat Yakima 17-3. Angel Rocha was with Tucson briefly a couple of years ago from extended, gave up 8 runs in the 1st. Ouch. Pitch to Smith, rolls the bunt up that third base line. It's going foul, and Barton picks it up across the chalk. And Missoula, how about this one? They won in 14 innings yesterday at home against Billings, 6-5. Sure, they had a big fireworks show, and the game took 4 hours and 40 minutes to play. Kid by the name of Brian Byrne, first professional homer, a 2-run walk-off shot in the bottom of the 14th. Two away, 1 strike to count to Smith. And the pitch to home is smashed to the center. That's a base hit. So Smith has a 2-out single. Gator retrieves and throws it back into Green. And here's Prieto, who has an RBI single in the 3rd.
Chris Prieto.
So Prieto playing for the first time in 3 weeks. He's grounded to second. He has singled to center. Mahalik drops down and gives him a different look, and Prieto swings and fouls it into the glove of Hill for strike 1. 2-1, Tucson leads. Looked like we might have some runs early. Things have quieted down a bit. Tossed to first. Back in standing and safely is Smith. First Tucson, first and second. No one out in the first inning. Bases loaded. No one out in the second. They got 2 runs out of that. Leadoff single in the 3rd. Runner goes. Tossed to first. Myers has it. Throws down to second. Santos applies the tag, and Smith out in a caught stealing 1-3-6. The inning is over. 1 hit, no one left on. Through 5 innings, Sidewinders lead the Stingers 2-1.
It's Fireworks Fridays all season long with Tucson Sidewinders.
Hallelujah!
Tucson Electric Park is the place to be after every Friday home game. Come enjoy the American tradition of baseball and stay after the game to watch the skies light up with red, white, and blue. Tickets can be purchased at the Tucson Electric Park box office or by calling 434-1021. 434-1021.
And listen to this crowd.
We hope to see you and your family at every Friday home game all season long. Call 434-1021.
Let your Diamond Club card reward you even more every Tuesday and Thursday with double points at Desert Diamond Casino from 10 a.m. to midnight. Watch your points double up,
which means double cash back to you for your play.
Call the Desert Diamond Club at 393-2700 for more information. Not a club member yet? What are you waiting for? It's free to join. Just stop by the Desert Diamond Club at either location and sign up. Desert Diamond Casino, I-19 and Pima Line Road, exit 80, or Desert Diamond Casino at Nogales Highway, south of Valencia.
Now that the season is underway, why not consider a group outing at Tucson Electric Park? We can host any size party from 25 people and up. The Sidewinders offer several private group areas at the ballpark, such as the tailgate tent, the exclusive Pepsi One and National Self-Storage terraces, the indoor air-conditioned press box, and new for 2005, the Groves Beer Garden. Do what so many companies have discovered is the most convenient event venue in town. Call the group department today at 434-1021. That's 434-1021. A baseball game is always more fun with a group, so call today.
Tucson Sidewinders baseball action continues on Cool 1450.
See if Tucson can get some runs here in the top of the 6th, leading 2-1. It'll be Carlos Quinton, Coy Hill, and Brian Barton, 5, 6, and 7. Carlos has singled and scored. He's popped up in foul territory to Kochman. The line from Sear, and the pitch is on the way. Good breaking ball at the knees for a strike. Carlos again, 4 homers, 13 runs driven in this year against the Stingers. He chops one foul up that third base line, and the count now 0-2. Of course, the Sidewinders last played the Stingers back in mid-June. And the two-strike pitch way high to Q. He wouldn't chase. And that series, the Sidewinders lost the opener 6-1. They won the second game 3-1 behind Bill Murphy. Lost 9-3 and then 8-7. That 8-7 game was a tough one. Well, the Stingers barking at our plate umpire, Kevin Sweeney. That was the game John Cannon started, if you remember. The 1-2, few waves and misses, down on strikes. That's 8 in a row set down by Sear, and here comes Hill, who has 2 singles today.
Number 32, Coy.
4 of those runs were unearned. Tucson came back. They scored a run of the ninth to make it 8-7, and they left the bases loaded as Myers slid out, and looked like at that time Dunn, the reliever, was going to maybe walk in the tying run. Pitch on the way to Coy Hill. Fastball, well-placed strike over the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Barton on deck. 8 in a row have been set down by Hill since Hill single on the third, and there's a ball smashed into left field. That's a base hit. Racing over to cut it off is Gorneau. He'll hold Hill to a long single, and Coy has 3 hits tonight. 3 of Tucson, 7. Here's Barton. Barton has reached on an air and fly to right. So 1 on, 1 out, and Barton will wave and miss at a pitch that came down and in. Really finished out of the zone, but he took a healthy cut of that one. Bryant again had 12 hits in that Las Vegas series before the 4 games with Fresno. Backs out of the way of a pitch that came inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Had a 4-hit game against the Grizzlies on Friday night. A hit on Saturday. Barton tries to bunt, rolls a good one up the third base line, but it'll kick and go foul. And Bryant 2 more hits yesterday, so 7 in that Fresno series. That's 19 base hits over the course of the 8 games, and in one of those, he was even held hitless. It was that game that Tucson had just 3 hits on Thursday when they lost to the Grizzlies 3-1. Tucson won 3 of 4 from Las Vegas. They lost 3 of 4 to Fresno. Winning in dramatic fashion yesterday. Barton down to the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with Hill at first. And 1 away in the top of the 6th. And the pitch is broken in the other right center field. This ball starts to carry. Prieto racing back into the alley. He's at the fence. Reaches, makes the catch as he bangs into the wall. And Hill has to return all the way to first base. Boy, Barton hit that a long way. And Prieto able to make the catch. It kept carrying, and you thought, well, even though Prieto's trying to outrace the ball, he's going to get to a situation where it's going to run out of room. It's going to hit the fence, but it did not. Boy, Coy had such a good break around second that he might have had a chance to score, and that ball dropped. You'd like to get a breathing room from Mahalik. Got a couple of runs the way he's pitching tonight. Give you a chance to get a victory in front of this big crowd on the road. Hill draws the throw and goes back in standing. Santos has driven in a run when he reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Grounded out to short in the fourth. And Sears' pitch almost hit him on the shoe. Kicked down and in. It rolled away from Mathis, who goes over to retrieve. Sears' earned run average at home is 6.12. His ERA on the road below 5 runs a game. He might be lowering that though tonight. And the 1 to Santos. He swings and he fouls it back to the screen, and the count evens at 1-1. 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 save for Sear. That ERA was up around above 5.5 runs a game. 4 innings in that last start, by far his longest outing of the year, and here he is trying to go 6. So concerns, I guess, with the pitch count. The 1-1 to Sergio. He swings and he fouls it off the catcher Mathis. He offered it one down in the zone. And again, there's not even been any activity in the bullpen, as if maybe Sears nearing his pitch count, and should a couple of men get on, he'd want to take him out. That hasn't been the case. And Santos watches ball 2, run inside from Sear, 2-2. 2-1 Tucson, top of the 6th. Hill over at first base. The 2-2 pitch to Sergio, cracks his back, rounds into third. Patkovich has another, goes to second for the force, and that ends the inning. And the Sidewinders offense has really gone quiet. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Have you ever considered a Sidewinders baseball game for hospitality to entertain your clients and build customer loyalty? If not, you're missing out on the in location to thank your customers. An evening at the ballpark combines a business meeting with your associates and a baseball game. Imagine getting 20 to 80 of your best clients together in one place for a great evening of business and baseball. Did we mention the excitement of Sidewinders baseball? Call the group department and ask about luxury suites and corporate meeting possibilities at 434-1021. That's 434-1021. Call this week.
Hey, Dex, I've got a little problem. Shoot. Well, Monday I'm going to the football game. Tuesday's hockey practice, then I'm going to the hockey game.
Okay.
But, Dex, I really want tickets to the baseball playoff on Wednesday.
Because obviously your week is lacking in sports.
Right, but I can't find any tickets.
I've got 8 reliable ticket brokers.
Nice.
Easy.
Oh, and I'll need a ride to the game.
Here's 5 local taxi companies.
Okay.
Bet they'll let you turn on sports radio.
Sweet.
Fare thee well, young sportsman.
Dex is the one that gets used for games, tickets, and everything in between. Dex knows.
Have you ever considered a Sidewinders baseball game for hospitality to entertain your clients and build customer loyalty? If not, you're missing out on the in location to thank your customers. An evening at the ballpark combines a business meeting with your associates and a baseball game. Imagine getting 20 to 80 of your best clients together in one place for a great evening of business and baseball. Did we mention the excitement of Sidewinders baseball? Call the group department and ask about luxury suites and corporate meeting possibilities at 434-1021. That's 434-1021. Call this week.
More Sidewinders action now on Cool 1450.
Individual game tickets on sale for the Sidewinders against Tucson, back on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against Tacoma. Available at the box office, online at TucsonSidewinders.com through Ticketmaster, or by calling 434-1021. Well, 2-1. Tucson maintains its lead. It's the Stingers bat in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the lineup, Prieto, Specht, and Cochran. Prieto's driven in the only run back in the 3rd with a base hit. He was at the plate when Smith was out trying to steal to win the 5th. Well, tonight, Kurt Schilling threw his 2nd rehab assignment back in Kentucky. Of course, it was on the 2nd of July, a couple of years ago, that he pitched at Tucson in front of that huge crowd. Lefty-lefty matchup. Barden in on the grass at 3rd. Prieto takes up an in-ball 1. Supposed to be the final rehab outing for Schilling. He allowed 5 runs and 8 hits in 5 innings. And the 1-0 to Prieto. Corks it in the other center, right at Queta, who hasn't moved. Now he starts drifting back a couple of steps, makes the 2-inning catch above his head, and there's 1 away in the 6th. Kentucky lost that game 9-2 to Charlotte. Schilling a 5.40 ERA in 2 starts. On the rehab stint with Pawtucket, of course, he also had 2 rehab starts with Tucson, 1 in Sacramento, 1 at home against Sacramento. Made 11,629 there, the 2nd largest crowd in franchise history. Red Sox country. Here's Brian Specht, swings and fouls one straight back. Specht is struck out and also grounded to short tonight. Of course, Schilling, you thought it might be tough for him to really be back in a groove after that tendon ankle injury at the end of last year, and then, of course, throughout the playoffs into the World Series. Mahalik ready with 1 away. The 0-1 pitch, and he misses downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Only run Chris gave up in the 3rd, and even though you're only allowing one unearned run, your lead is just a run. A long one could tie it to 1-1. Smash to third, fielded by Vardy. Bobbles it for a second. He straightens and he throws to Corey Myers at first in time to get specked, and there's 2 away. And here's Scotchman, who was grounded to second base to Green and been hit by a pitch. So Mahalik trying to get this through 6 innings with Tucson in front 2-1. And the 1 and the pitch to Kochman, who hammers one on the ground at Green at second. Back on the outfield grass, makes the play, flips to first, inning over. So Mahalik has a perfect 6th. We go to the 7th. It is 2-1 Tucson.
I need it quick.
Our 40th anniversary, Tucson, and we want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve you. And to help celebrate, we're giving away hundreds of prizes, including a 2005 Scion XP. Stay tuned for details on how you might win this beautiful car. And remember Quick Mart for the best prices around on your favorite beer, soda, chips, and snacks. And don't forget the ice. So listen for details on how you might win the 2005 Scion XP from your friendly neighborhood Quick Mart store. Quick Mart, there's a store near you.
I need it quick. I need it quick. Let your Diamond Club card reward you even more every Tuesday and Thursday with double points at Desert Diamond Casino from 10 a.m. to midnight. Watch your points double up,
which means double cash back to you for your play.
Call the Desert Diamond Club at 393-2700 for more information. Not a club member yet? What are you waiting for? It's free to join. Just stop by the Desert Diamond Club at either location and sign up. Desert Diamond Casino, I-19 and Pima Line Road, exit 80, or Desert Diamond Casino at Nogales Highway, south of Valencia.
You're hearing Sidewinders baseball action on Cool 1450.
Sidewinders leading 2-1. They've out hit the Stingers 7-3 as they bat here in the top of the 7th. Corey Myers, then Green and Caden. Today in baseball history brought to you by Sports History Incorporated. Myers has driven in one of the 2 Tucson runs with a sac fly in the second. He grounded to third in the 4th inning. Avkovich has been a busy man over there at third base. In the last 3 innings, he has retired 6 Sidewinders. See if Corey can get on to start this 7th. Well, today, 1930, the birthday of George Steinbrenner, the owner of the Yankees, the boss. First pitch of the inning on the way to Corey. Swings and he rockets one to center. Back goes Prieto. He is at the track near the fence. He makes the catch 419 feet away. 420 to spread away center. Prieto got back to the wall and made the catch. Yankees scored 7 in the bottom of the 8th today. They had a 6-0 lead. They blew the lead. And then they scored 7 in the 8th to beat the Yankees 13-8 with the boss. There's Andy Green. Green is a bunt single. He's now reached base in 22 straight games with a hit or a walk. He walked in the second. He grounded to third in the 4th inning. Runs up in the box and takes a strike right down the middle. It's also the day, 1939, Lou Gehrig Day at Yankee Stadium. Wally Pipp was there to pay tribute to Lou Gehrig. Called himself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. Green swings, fouls it down the right field line and out of play. 61,000 plus at the old stadium. Well, it must be the Yankees' day because also on the 4th of July, 1983, Dave Righetti threw a no-hitter for the Bronx Bombers, beating the Red Sox 4-0. Sears really put it in cruise control and hasn't given up a hit since Hill's single in the 6th. He misses the Green 1 and 2, and that hit by Hill was the only hitter with the last 3+ innings he's given up. Working quickly, the 1-2 pitch to Green, a comeback into the mound. Speared by Sear. He straightens and he lobs to first, and there's 2 away. Boy, the bat You felt like Tucson should have had 3, 4, 5 runs early. Instead, they had 2, and it is enough so far, but only a 1-run lead. Here's Cada. Cada's 1 for 3. And in 1985, Keith Hernandez of the Mets hit for the cycle in a game delayed by rain twice. With 2 outs in the 18th, Atlanta did not have a pinch hitter. Pitcher Rick Camp tied the game with a 2-run homer. Cada takes that high ball 1. However, he struck out of the 19th, and the scheduled fireworks display started at 4:01 a.m. on July 5th. There's the 1 of Cada. Matt takes one right down the middle for a strike. Boy, Sear just rearing back and throwing out. Latest finish in Major League history. The Mets beat the Braves 16-13 in 19 innings. 1 for the ages. Cada takes one for a strike off the outside corner from Sear. Well, you would have thought maybe 5-6 innings today for Sear, and that would be it. He's trying to cruise through 7 now. And the 1-2 pitch off the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hairston waits on deck. Sidewinders had 6 of their 7 hits tonight in the first 3 innings. First 2+, really. And the 2 to Cada. Waves and misses, strikes out. 7th inning stretch time from Salt Lake to the 1. Sidewinders lead.
Since 1907, Southern Arizonans have depended on professionals at Citizens Transfer and Stores to take care of their personal and professional belongings. Almost 100 years since they began. Today's Citizens Transfer Stores business materials, bulk materials, and of course personal belongings for both short-term and long-term needs. Through it all, Citizens Transfer and Storage remains the leader in professional, careful, and on-time moving. Now, Citizens Transfer and Storage is looking for conscientious, long-haul drivers. If you have a commercial driver's license and are ready to join a great team of professionals, call Citizens and ask for Ron Osland at extension 204. Owner-operators are welcome, or if you are interested in becoming one, Citizens Transfer and Storage features a drive-to-purchase program that will help you start your own business. Call Ron Osland at 623-6301, extension 204. Long-haul drivers, call Citizens Transfer and Storage, Southern Arizona's careful movers, now.
Great moments in Laughlin history. Jeff from Barstow tries out his new camera phone.
Hey, Jeff's sending pictures from Laughlin.
Looks like he rented a jet ski.
I think he's in a casino now.
Are there girls with him?
Hello?
Hey, man, you got shooters down here. Hey, baby.
Jeff says hello.
Uh-huh.
I hate Jeff.
Laughlin, Nevada. Founded on fun. For information, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
This is Cool 1450, home of Sidewinders baseball action.
Monsoon Madness Pot of Gold rainout payout, courtesy of Casino del Sol, starting on July the 8th through September 1. Come out for any game between that time frame. If the game is officially rained out, then all fans in attendance 21 and over will win their share of 100,000 Sun dollars to be redeemed at Casino del Sol's Club Soul Desk for entertainment services. You must be present at cancellation, and you must also pick up a voucher before leaving the ballpark that night. The rainout is declared. For more details and information, call the Sidewinders office at 434-1021. And the Sidewinders maintain their 2-1 lead as the Stingers bat here in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Gorneau, Mathis, and Allen 4, 5, and 6 against Mahalik, who's given up just 3 hits, all singles, and 1 unearned run today. Tucson 2 runs in the 2nd. Stingers got 1 back in the 3rd.
Leading on for your Sunwing Stingers.
And Gorneau, who has 1 of the 3 hits, and also fly that to center, steps in.
Gorneau.
Gorneau has 15 homers, 55 runs driven in. So Mahalik back to the mound after God Bless America between innings. First pitch in the bottom of the 7th is headed home, and there's a smash on the third base line. Diving stop by Bard, gets a spin, flips to Myers. He got him. Fine play by Barton over at third, 1 away. Bardniak, Gorno's smash skipped by him in the second. He wasn't about to let it happen here in the seventh, and that would have been 2 bases. And it snuck into the corner. Here's Mathis, who is lined to third and popped up to second. Mathis also has 9 home runs for the Stingers, who have hit 81. Tucson's hit 92. Big breaking ball, carries outside, misses ball 1. Good play by Barton on a night when there's been a couple of plays that have gone for errors that have led to runs. Mathis takes a high changeup at a strike. It was at the belt, higher than Chris wanted it, but certainly in the zone, 1-1. Mahalik, the lefty, kind of rocks back in about windup. Pitch home to Mathis, and he missed the outside corner in the count. 2-1. Tomorrow, another 6 o'clock start. In fact, all 4 games of the series. 6 o'clock Tucson time on Cool 1450. Mathis hammers one to left field. When this comes down, the game will be tied. A long solo homer. It's a 2-2 game. Of the year for Mathis, and Tucson's inability to get runs early cost them, because one mistake by Mahalik, and this is a 2-2 game. That ball was way up on the top of the berm. Here's Allen. He slides to left and hit into a double play. 2-2 game. Pitch to Allen. He swings and he pops it up. Foul ground, third base side. Barton calling off field. Bryant should have room near the dugout. Makes the catch, 2 gone. Certainly, even that unearned run Tucson gave the Stingers in the third, it was a couple of mistakes on one play that let Pavkovich get the second. And now you need to maintain this tie game and give your offense, with the heart of the lineup in the eighth, a chance to regain the lead. As the offense has gone flat in a hurry. Just 1 hit in the last 4 innings. Matranga struck out and grounded to short tonight. And he takes one low and outside, just missing the outside corner. 20th homer allowed by Mahalik this season. He's made a lot of very good pitches tonight. The only run he allowed in 9 innings in his last start, a Nakamura homer in the 9th. Pitch high outside, 2-0. So that was a run there of 15 innings with just 1 run. But a brand new game tied at 2. Wave and a miss. Matranga chased a changeup of the dirt. See if Mahalik can retire in the 2-1 pitch. Good curve in for a strike of the knees. And the count is even at 2-2. Base is empty, 2 away, a run home. Fastball just missing the corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Pavkovich. He's 0 for 2, but scored a run today. And the 3-2. It is just outside. Mahalik wanted that backdoor breaking ball instead of 2-out walk to Matranga. And here comes Pavkovich. Fly to center and reached on an air by Cento. So Pavkovich in the 8-hole in the lineup. Smith, who's on deck. The number 9 batter has a hit today. Mahalik working from the stretch. Let's see if Matranga runs. Mahalik will throw over to first in case, and chasing the runner back in standing. Chris Ascenti stares at Matranga. Toss to first. He's leaning and he's out. Mahalik picked him off. 2 in the inning. But it was Jeff Mathis' homer this inning that has tied the game, and through 7, we're tied at 2.
A 1.99% mortgage, that's the kind of interest rate you might hear about on a new car. But a 1.99% interest rate on a mortgage? Now, for a limited time, that's what you can get get from Quicken Loans. An introductory rate for just 1.99% on the Smart Choice interest-only loan. Call Quicken Loans at 800-337-0704. With a $200,000 mortgage, your monthly payment would be just $330. Call Quicken Loans now for the 1.99% Smart Choice loan. Call 800-337-0704. That's 800-337-0704. 30-year mortgage, interest-only payment for the first 10 years. Initial interest payment at a rate of 1.99%. APR 4.114%. Fixed for the first 6 months. Adjust every 6 months. After 6 months, payment is $687.50. Quicken Loans is an equal housing lender. Arizona license number BK0902939. Call now 800-337-0704.
Make sure to try Sedona Springs Mountain Spring Water. Our water originates from deep protected mountain springs in Arizona, far from pollutants, city life, and people. Sedona Springs water enhances the flavors of juices, soups, pastas, and vegetables. And on a hot summer day in Arizona, there's nothing more refreshing than a cold drink of our natural spring water. So call now, 888-6099, to try Sedona Springs water, and we'll deliver a free case of our fresh mountain spring water at your doorstep to sample.
Tucson Sidewinders baseball action continues on Cool 1450.
Number 12, John Harrison.
Well, a brand new game. Tucson's 2-0 lead is gone. A 2-2 contest as we go to the top of the 8th. And Sear remains in there. 4 innings was his longest outing of the year. Now he's going into his 8th. Hairston 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a flyout today. Time for Scotty to get his first hit back with Tucson and launch one out of here to give the Sidewinders the lead again. Sear, the lefty, into the wide, and here's the first pitch of the inning. It's a fastball to Denise for a strike. Tucson's had 1 single on the last 4 innings after they had 6 hits, 6 singles in the first 2+ innings, in the first 3. Now activity goes in the bullpen. Pitch to Hairston, low and inside, missing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tucson has 7 hits, 4 for the Stingers. Stingers have the game's only homer, a Mathis homer last for him, tied up at 2. Sear the one, the 1-1 to Hairston, up and in. Scotty is going to spin it out of the way to keep it from plucking his shoulder. 2-1. Well, the winds at times tonight were blowing gently towards right, blowing out towards the left. Now they're gently blowing in from left, off the mountains, off the Wasatches. The 2-1 pitch to Hairston. He slams it foul first base side, and that hits somebody. Boy, that got the fan, and got him in the nose. And he's being attended to right now. Going to be glanced off him, but 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hairston as we resume play. And the pitch from Sear nearly hits Scotty again inside 3-2. All the people in that section are turned around watching the young man who would probably appreciate them not watching him in case another line drive comes at that section. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hairston swings and he pops one up. This will be in play. The catcher Mathis lunging in a foul territory, makes the running grab to retire Hairston. Boy, that had disaster written all over it for the Stingers.
Designated hitter, number 34, Connor Jackson.
Well, there's one away. Here's Connor Jackson. Connor today's 1 for 3. Single back in the 3rd inning. Scotty came in batting an even .300. He'll drop down below that plateau, at least for a day. Hopefully not any more than that. Well, it's really turned into a lovely night weather-wise here in the 8th. Connor takes one up and away. This game about 2 hours old, not quite, here in the top of the 8th. There's still plenty of daylight remaining. The lights have been on throughout, but we're basically at the twilight hour. Long nights. The 1-0 pitch to Connor. Fastball strike at the bottom of the outside corner. So right-hander throwing down in the bullpen for the Stingers. Scott Dunn, the closer. 2-2 game in the top of the 8th. Connor takes one high, 2 balls and a strike. You'd like to get Jackson on for Quinton and then Coy Hill. Dunn's throwing in the pen, but really not in a hurry to get loose. The way Sear has been cruising. Connor takes up and away, 3-1. Tucson hasn't had a man in scoring position since Jackson in the third inning went to second on a hill single, but then was out trying to go to third, trying to stretch it to third base. And the 3-1 pitch, that's outside. That's ball 4. So Connor walks in this 2-2 game in the 8th with one away. Carlos Quinton, the batter.
Number 24, Carlos Quinton.
Quinton singled and scored in the second. He's also popped up in foul territory to Kochman and gone down on strikes. And here comes Dina Wibble, and he's going to make a pitching change. So we'll take a 60-second pitching change break in the top of the 8th in a 2-2 game in Salt Lake City.
Make sure to try Sedona Springs Mountain Spring Water. Our water originates from deep protected mountain springs in Arizona, far from pollutants, city life, and people. Sedona Springs water enhances the flavors of juices, soups, pastas, and vegetables. And on a hot summer day in Arizona, there's nothing more refreshing than a cold drink of our natural spring water. So call now, 888-6099, to try Sedona Springs water, and we'll deliver a free case of our fresh mountain spring water at your doorstep to sample.
Whenever I am asked why La Parrilla Suiza has been so successful in Tucson, I tell them it is because of the unique flavors of Mexican cuisine as enjoyed in Mexico City. Each region of Mexico offers its own distinct style of special ingredients. La Parrilla Suiza is open 7 days a week with 3 Tucson locations. Call La Parrilla Suiza for reservations or to book your next party or group function. Bienvenidos a La Parrilla Suiza.
Tucson Sidewinders baseball action continues on Cool 1450.
Well, the Sidewinders get Connor Jackson on with one away in the 8th, and a game tied at 2, and Scott Dunn is out of the bullpen, making his 25th appearance. 2-5 and a 4.89 ERA. Dunn also has 4 saves. Given him 5 homers and 53-plus innings, basically a strikeout per innings pitched. League betting 235 against him. Dunn has given up 2 homers in 12 and a third innings to the Sidewinder. He'll be on to face Quinton and then Hill if Tucson can keep this inning going. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. For the Sidewinders, who have not trailed tonight, but now they no longer have the lead. 2 runs, 4 hits, couple of errors for the Stingers. So Connor able to draw the walk for Jackson. That is number 53 on the year. And you'd love to find a way to get that run in, regain the lead for Mahalik. There's been no activity done in that bullpen tonight. Pitch counts weren't really much of a factor for Sear or even for Mahalik tonight, but Chris has pitched well enough to win, but right now a 2-2 game. So here's Quinton. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch to Q. There's a ground ball back to the mound. Speared by the pitcher, Dunn. This will be a double play, an easy one down. 1-6-3, Twin Killing. A walk and an immediate double play, and the bats have gone stone cold. We go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 2.
Let your Diamond Club card reward you even more every Tuesday and Thursday with double points at Desert Diamond Casino from 10 a.m. to midnight. Watch your points double up,
Which means double cash back to you for your flight.
Call the Desert Diamond Club at 393-2700 for more information. Not a club member yet? What are you waiting for? It's free to join. Just stop by the Desert Diamond Club at either location and sign up. Desert Diamond Casino, I-19 and Pima Line Road, exit 80. Or Desert Diamond Casino at Nogales Highway, south of Valencia.
Are you already dreading Tucson summer heat? Come on, relax. Naughton's is here. Hi, I'm Tina Naughton, and I know summers are a challenge in Tucson. That's why we're pleased to let you know that we've now got 5 convenient locations, including our newest location on Costco Drive in Marana. And don't forget, Naughton's has our own licensed installers available to get your systems up and running in no time. If money's tight, Naughton's can help finance. Naughton's with 5 convenient locations, including our newest location on Costco Drive in Marana. To find out more, visit Naughton's.com.
Make sure to try Sedona Springs Mountain Spring Water. Our water originates from deep protected mountain springs in Arizona, far from pollutants, city life, and people. Sedona Springs water enhances the flavors of juices, soups, pastas, and vegetables. And on a hot summer day in Arizona, there's nothing more refreshing than a cold drink of our natural spring water. So call now, 888-6099, to to try Sedona Springs water, and we'll deliver a free case of our fresh mountain spring water at your doorstep to sample.
More Sidewinders action now on Cool 1450.
Well, the Sidewinders, after just hitting the ball all over the yard the first 3 innings, have done basically nothing since. So the Stingers can take their first lead of the game with a run here in the bottom of the 8th. Looks like Jason Bolcher will start to throw in the Tucson bullpen. It's going to be Pavkovich, Smith, and Prieto, 8-9-1 against Mahalik. Pavkovich was at the plate when Matranga was picked off to end the 7th. Carlos hit into a 1-6-3 double play, hit it hard, but right back to Dunn, who spared it and had all the time in the world to turn and get the double play. Pavkovich reached on an air and scored, and also flying to center today. First pitch is a big bending curve for a strike over the inside corner. Light's just beginning to take effect here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the 0-1 pitch, it's a little bit low and outside, 1-1. Sidewinders had the heart of the lineup again. Hairston, Quinton, and Connor, Hairston, Jackson, and Quinton in the 8th. The 1-1, low and inside, 2-1. Couple of guys on for the Stingers this inning, and they'll bring their heart to the lineup to the plate. Mahalik into the line. The 2-1 pitch. It almost hit Pavkovich inside, 3-1. And one time tonight, Mahalik hit the leadoff man, but worked around it. You certainly don't want to put Pavkovich on with no one out. The 3-1 pitch. Broke to left. Hit well. This is going to be a homer, and the Stingers have a 3-2 lead. To 2, Salt Lake. Two long home runs, and just like that, the Sidewinders drilling for the first time tonight. Now they're down to their final 3 outs. Here's Smith, still no one out at the bottom of the 8th. Boy, this is one that might just slip away. Tucson had all the chances in the world in his first 2 innings. Chopper foul wide to third to build a 5-6-0 lead. Stingers helped out with back-to-back errors. The bats just went silent against the guy who gave up 8 runs in his last start and should have been tiring, but got better as the night went along. Here's the 0-1 to Smith. Swings and he fouls one back into the skyboxes, ricocheting around and landing back down below. Mahalik's pitch is swung on, foul straight back to the screen. Sacramento tonight is in Colorado Springs. Sky Sox lead 5-3, but early in the bottom of the 6th. Fresno and Las Vegas are scoreless. Into the top of the 7th, just 5 hits in that game. And the 2-strike pitch to Smith. He reaches for it, chops it foul, stays live. We'll do it again with Prieto, the leadoff hitter, on deck. After Prieto, it might be the last batter for Mahalik, because then you would get to Specht and Kochman. Both of those homers topped the hill out there in left field, almost hit that concessions building on the top of the berm area. And the 2-strike pitch floats outside high, 1-2. And Mahalik really cruised. He didn't allow an earned run through 6 1/3 innings today, but 1 unearned run, couple of solo homers. Stingers have the lead. And the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, just missing that outside corner. Not by much, but it's 2-2. Smith in the number 9 hole, and Prieto on deck. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Soft foul back towards the press box, hitting off one of the windows and landing back down in the crowd. So Smith keeps battling. Adam Pavkovich, a home run this inning. And another 2-2 pitch to Casey Smith. Fastball just missing outside. Again, not by much. So now the count has gone full. And the payoff pitch, ground ball hit down the third base line, fiddled by Bart. Behind the bag, near the line, throws to first, and retiring Smith could play. One gone. And that'll bring up Prieto, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI single today.
Number 1, Chris Prieto.
Prieto drove in the first Stingers, one in the third. It was an unearned run. Barden in on the grass at third, guarding against the bunt. Prieto will swing and hit it foul down the left field line. Well, Dunn will have a chance for the win. He'll go back out there in the ninth. He threw just one pitch to get 2 outs in the eighth. He'll be facing Hill, Barden, and Santos if anyone gets on Corey Myers. Lefty-lefty matchup, the one-strike pitch. It's a curve in the dirt and scooped by Coy Hill. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hill sets up over the outside corner of the pitch, and it does catch the corner. A well-placed strike. It's 1-2. I'm not sure if that was the breaking ball or the changeup. It certainly kind of danced in there. See if Mahalik can get Prieto. The 1-2. Just outside and low, not missing by much. 2-2. Haven't heard an attendance just yet tonight. I would imagine it's a good one. Just we'll wait and find out. We're just 2 hours into this one. That 2-2 to Prieto. Low and outside. In fact, it rolls away from Hill, and the count has gone as far as it'll go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, 1 in here in the Stingers' 8th inning. And Chris ready, and here comes the payoff pitch to Prieto. Swinging a pop-up behind the plate. Who wants it? Mahalik's going to come racing in, and he will make the catch. Who made it, Myers or Mahalik? Myers. Mahalik was standing there, and Coy didn't see it, and Chris looked like he was going to make the play, and Myers took it out of his glove. It was in foul ground, but now there's 2 away, and here comes Ryan Speck, who's 0 for 3. But Chris never gives in. A lot of pitchers get out of the way. You could have made somebody call him off, or for that matter, take it out of his glove. Speck is 0 for 3, 2 ground outs today. And struck out in the third. He swings and he hooks one down the left field line. This ball's carrying into the corner, and it is going to be fair into advertising. Houston bobbles it for a second, but Speck will have a double. And with the lefty Kochman coming up, it'll still keep Mahalik in the game, trying to get through 8 innings. Kochman is 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. Here comes Mike Barrett on his way out to the mound. Gorno's on deck, and Bolger's been throwing for quite some time down in the bullpen. Parrott just might want to take the temperature of Mahalik right here. See if Chris wants to go after Kochman. I'm sure he does. Try and get his 8 innings of work in today after going 9 in his last start with a complete game victory. And Kochman the batter. 2 groundouts again, hard hit groundouts to Andy Green at second base. And Mahalik spins and looks Speck back to the bag at second. So the Stingers have a 3-2 lead. Now they're trying for an insurance downing. Mahalik's pitch to Kochman almost hit him way inside. Ball 1. Kochman hitting .276 on the season. And the wind in the pitch, and he takes a strike at the belt. He wanted to take a whack at that one, decided not to, and it floated in at the last second for a strike, even the count at 1-1. 3-2 Stingers here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cleanup hitter Nick Gorneau on deck. And Mahalik delivers high and outside. Not missing by much. Count now 2-1. Again, this will be the last batter. Probably one way, shape, or form for Chris tonight. He'd obviously love to retire him. And the 2-1 to Kochman. Hits it hard, but back to the screen. Foul, 2-2. Tucson still has one more hit than the Stingers and one less there, but they trail 3-2, and Kochman would like to add to that lead. Two balls, two strikes. Mahalik stares in for a sign from Coy Hill. Not just an agreement. He's ready, and the pitch home. Little chopper rolled up that first base line. Picked up by Myers. Shovels two. Mahalik covering at first for the out to win the inning. But the Stingers are running the homer by Pavkovich. They leave a man. We go to the 9th. It is 3-2 Salt Lake.
Dear Everlasting Sports Equipment, I recently purchased your tried and true shin guards, guaranteed for a lifetime of soccer fun. Well, they've shattered in 4 places after only 3 uses.
This is Kenny. 5 days a week he runs his own small business, but on the weekends he's a warrior, and he goes through a lot of equipment.
Dear Super Tough Bikes, I found your product to be neither super nor tough, and impatiently awaiting my complete refund. Thank you.
And even though it takes a lot of letters to keep his stuff up to date, Kenny's got the peace of mind that he's always well protected.
Dear sticky bandages, your bandages, not that sticky.
That's why he has individual health insurance from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona, because it gives him more options and more satisfaction. So he's covered from head to toe.
Dear A1 Mouth Guard.
If you need individual health insurance like Kenny, contact Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona, 877-864-4899. Call your broker or visit azblue.com.
Great moments in Laughlin history. Jeff from Barstow tries out his new camera phone.
Hey, Jeff sending pictures from Laughlin.
Looks like you rented a jet ski.
I think he's in a casino now.
Are there girls with him?
Hello?
Hey, man, you got shooters. I'm down here. Oh, hey, baby.
Jeff says hello.
Uh-huh.
I hate Jeff.
Laughlin, Nevada. Founded on fun. For information, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
You're hearing Sidewinders baseball action on Cool 1450.
Last chance for Tucson, trailing 3-2 now as they batter the 9th, so they're 2-0 lead with 2-1, 2-2, and then 3-2 Stingers on the Pavkovich homer in the 8th. And Dunn, who got the double play on one pitch on Quinton's bat to win the 8th, will face Hill, Bard, and Santos in the 9th. McCoy today has 3 of the Sidewinders' 7 hits, 3 singles, and he scored a run. See what he can do to start this top of the 9th inning. There is another right-hander thrown down in the bullpen for the Stingers, just in case. Down the hard-throwing right-hander ready. Pitch on the way to Hill, who's batting left-handed. It bounces into the dirt, ball 1. Trying to see who that is thrown down in the bullpen. The one in the pitch to Coy. Fastball well placed for strikes over the outside corner. Sidewinders need to get a man on and hit one out of here. They haven't done so tonight. Myers missed one by a couple of feet straight away center. Last time in, the 1-1 to Coy. A wave and a miss. He took a home run swing and came up empty. Well, whoever it is throwing in the bullpen is 49. There is no 49 on the roster. Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hill in pursuit of his 4th hit today. Fastball downstairs, 2-2. Sidewinders had a couple of hits in the first. First 2 men singled in the second. First man up in the third with a base hit. Been awfully quiet since. A 2-2. Wave and a miss. Down on strikes goes Hill. 1 out of the 9. Sidewinders down to their final 2 outs. There's Barton. Brian just missed a double off the fence in the 6th. Then it's a deep right center that Prieto tracked it down. He's 0 for 3 today. Dano's ready to pitch on the way to Barton. Breaking ball, finishing down in the zone, missing for ball 1. John on in relief of Sear, but is done now. Is the pitcher of record for the Stingers. 3-2 Salt Lake in the top of the 9th and 1 away. And the 1 of the Barton. Over but low, 2-0. Santos to follow, then Myers as Dunn gets to the bottom of the lineup here in the top of the 9th. Dunn needs to strike. The 2-0 to Barton. There's a ground ball back off the mound. Continuing in the center. That's a base hit. Barton singles with 1 out of the 9th. And gives the Sidewinders a chance. And here comes Sergio Santos. He's 0 for 3. Does have an RBI today.
Now is the shortstop, number 4, Sergio Santos.
Sergio with 11 homers and 50 runs driven in. Now the Stingers will have a quick meeting on the mound. Here comes Bryn Smith, the pitching coach. Probably again not to make a pitching change, just to talk about Santos and Myers, I'm sure. Ryan has 8 stolen bases. He's been caught 2 times. 3-2 Stingers lead here in the top of the 9th inning. Plate umpire Kevin Sweeney on his way out to the mound to try and speed things along a bit. Probably dark enough to shoot the fireworks off, but certainly not completely nighttime, if you know what I'm saying. Conversation is over, and of course Dunn will stay in. Sidewinders entering play today. A couple of games below 500. 6 games back at Sacramento. At last report they were losing in Colorado Springs, but still relatively early in hour. Well, certainly you want to stay away from the double play. That would end it and win it for the Stingers. The long one would give Tucson the lead. The 2 extremes of the spectrum. The pitch to Sergio. That's downstairs, ball 1 from Dunn. Tucson last scored in the second when Myers had a sac fly with the bases loaded. 1 ball, no strikes to Sergio. He hammers it foul down the right field line off the edge of the padded wall near the dugout, kicking out into shallow right, and the count even to the ball and a strike. And Dunn got that strike. He needed it. So Hill went down a strike. Barton singled up the mound and back into center field. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sergio. Dunn ready in the pitch. Fastball foul straight back. Good pitch, good cut. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Well, Dunn again got 2 outs on 1 pitch in the 8th and struck out Coy to start this inning before the base hit. Outfield playing relatively deep. They do not want to see an extra base hit. Score Barton all the way from first to tie the game. And the 1-2 pitch, a curve, line to third, cleared by Paskovich, back to first. Boy, that was a bullet right at Paskovich. And Tucson Lions in a 2 double play today, and they gave a game away tonight. Sidewinders fall 3-2. Back in 90 seconds for the totals after this on Cool 1450.
From Major League Printing at minor league prices, there's only one team that just can't be beat. It's Insty Prints at 3255 East Speedway. Insty Prints is a full-service print shop and offers exceptional products at exceptionally low prices. From business cards to booklets and manuals, from newsletters to notepads. If it needs printing, you can count on Insty Prints Speedway to get the job done right and right on time. Insty Prints, 3255 East Speedway, 2 blocks east of Country Club. Insty Prints Speedway, Major League Printing and minor league prices.
Whenever I am asked why La Parrilla Suiza has been so successful in Tucson, I tell them it is because of the unique flavors of Mexican cuisine as enjoyed in Mexico City. Each region of Mexico offers its own distinct style of special ingredients. La Parrilla Suiza is open 7 days a week with 3 Tucson locations. Call La Parrilla Suiza for reservations or to book your next party or group function. Bienvenidos a La Parrilla Suiza.
Make sure to try Sedona Springs Mountain Spring Water. Our water originates from deep protected mountain springs in Arizona, far from pollutants, city life, and people. Sedona Springs water enhances the flavors of juices, soups, pastas, and vegetables. And on a hot summer day in Arizona, there's nothing more refreshing than a cold drink of our natural spring water. So call now, 888-6099, to try Sedona Springs water, and we'll deliver a free case of our fresh mountain spring water at your doorstep to sample.
This is Cool 1450, home of Sidewinders baseball action.
Well, tonight the Sidewinders fall by a score of 3-2. The totals look like this: 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, 3 men left on. For the Sidewinders, 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, 6 stranded. Dunn the winner, 3-5. The loss to Mahalik, a hard luck loser, 4-9. Mathis had his 10th home run of the year. Pavkovich had number 6, turned out to be the game winner. 2-hour, 18-minute contest. No attendance yet tonight. Sidewinders fall to 41-44, one that certainly slipped away tonight. And we'll take a break. When we come back, we will check the Major League and PCO scoreboards after this on Cool 1450.
Sidewinders baseball on Cool 1450 has been brought to you by QuestX Media, Worldwide Travel, Sedona Springs, Paul Ash Management Company in the Tanca Verde Apartments, Jim Click, Incy Prince, Film Creations, Abbott Taylor Jewelers, Quick Mart, Mueller & Associates, Laughlin, Nevada, La Parrilla Suiza, Citizens Transfer and Storage, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and AOL, America Online. Stay tuned for the Sidewinders Scoreboard Show, coming up next on your Sidewinders station, Cool 1450.
If you're looking for a new or used vehicle, Jim Click says there's never been a better time to call, click, or come by. Call 888-JIM-CLICK. Click on JimClick.com or come by any Jim Click dealership.
I need it quick.
Our 40th anniversary, Tucson, and we want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve you. And to help celebrate, we're giving away hundreds of prizes, including a 2005 Scion XB. Stay tuned for details on how you might win this beautiful car. And remember Quick Mart for the best prices around on your favorite beer, soda, chips, and snacks. And don't forget the ice. So listen for details on how you might win the 2005 Scion XB from your friendly neighborhood Quick Mart store. Quick Mart, there's a store near you.
I need it quick. I need it quick.
Make sure to try Sedona Springs Mountain Spring Water. Our water originates from deep protected mountain springs in Arizona, far from pollutants, city life, and people. Sedona Springs water enhances the flavors of juices, soups, pastas, and vegetables. And on a hot summer day in Arizona, there's nothing more refreshing than a cold drink of our natural spring water. So call now, 888-6099, to try Sedona Springs water, and we'll deliver a free case of our fresh mountain spring water at your doorstep to sample. If you're looking for a new or used vehicle, Jim Click says there's never been a better time to call, click, or come by. Call 888-JIM-CLICK. Click on JimClick.com or come by any Jim Click dealership.
Welcome to the Sidewinders Scoreboard Show, presented by the Tanca Verde Apartments and the Paul Ash Management Company. You'll always find a winning deal when you join the home team at Tanca Verde. Stay tuned for scores from around the Pacific Coast League and the major leagues, in addition to a recap and highlights from tonight's Tucson Sidewinders game on the Sidewinders Scoreboard Show on your Sidewinders station, Cool 1450.
Sidewinders fall tonight by a score of 3-2. A game they had an early 2-0 lead and looked to be cruising, but just offensively nothing after the first two innings. Both runs were credited as unearned, even though one should have been earned. And the Sidewinders fall 3-2. Let's check the Major League scoreboard. One game still going in the National League. Dodgers and Rockies tied at 3. That is in the top of the ninth inning at Coors Field. Mets beat the Nationals 5-2. Hernandez over Kim. Looper saved his 18th. Houston 4. San Diego won a final at Minute Maid Park. Oswald wins his 11th. He beat Brian Lawrence. Craig Biggio his 11th homer, and the Astros win. Cincinnati over San Francisco 11-10 in San Fran today. Wagner beat Accardo. Matt Belisle to save. Ken Griffey Jr. hit his 16th homer. Jason LaRue, number 7. Willie Mopena, number 12. Durham and Cruz, homer for the Giants in the loss. Philadelphia beats up on Pittsburgh 12-1. Corey Lidle his 8th win. Dave Williams the loss, and Bobby Abreu hit his 18th homer in the 12-1 Phillies victory. Milwaukee a run better than Florida in Miami today, 3-2. Sheets over Jones. Sheets 4 and 6. Derek Turnbow saved his 16th. Carlos Delgado hit his 16th home run. St. Louis hammered the Diamondbacks late, beating up on Arizona 10-3. Morris 10-1 to win. Webb the loss. He is 8-5, and Troy Glaus hit his 18th home run of the season. Atlanta blanked the Cubs in Atlanta today, 4-0. Davies over Wood. Wood 1-2 on the year. LaRoche a couple of homers for Atlanta, numbers 10 and 11 on the year. In the American League, Chicago leads Tampa Bay 10-5. That is in the top of the 6th inning. Nick Green hit his 4th homer. Aubrey Huff, number 7. Jermaine Dye hit his 18th, and Juan Uribe hit his 6th home run. That game's still going. Texas 2 in the bottom of the 9th. They beat Boston 6-5. Benoit over Fulk. Manny Ramirez his 21st home run of the year. Seattle beat Kansas City 6-0. Franklin over Howell. Ibanez hit his 12th. Minnesota leads the Angels 6-4. That game's still going in the bottom of the 8th. Darren Erstad for the Angels is homered his 4th. Vladdy Guerrero, number 15. Jock Jones his 10th for the Twins. Well, the Yankees put up 7 in the bottom of the 8th after blowing a 6-0 lead. They were trailing before that 7-run 8th. They beat the Orioles 13-8. Anderson over Ryan. Brian Roberts and Gibbons hit home runs. Roberts number 15. Gibbons his 12th. Sheffield his 14th for the Yankees. Matsui number 12. And Giambi Perry has 7. Cleveland beat Detroit 9-3. Ellerton over Johnson. Rondell White homer for the Tigers at the loss. Travis Hafner hit a pair for the Indians. Numbers 15 and 16 on the year. They played 2 games today, and in the first game, Hafner had another homer. He had 3 today. Cleveland wins that one 6-0. Davis over Verlander in his Major League debut. Coco Crisp also homered in that one. Sidewinder Scoreboard Show brought to you by the Tanca Verde Apartments. Rent online at paul-mgt.com and click on the Tanca Verde icon. Or call 886-8469. You'll always get the complete package at Tanca Verde. Checking the Pacific Coast League scores. A couple of finals tonight. A few games still ongoing with our early ending tonight. Nashville wins in New Orleans by a score of 2-1. Capian over Nikowski. Kuzmic hits his 2nd home run. Memphis beats Omaha. Actually, that game's still in the 8th at 6-1 Memphis. Alvin Pickering has homered for the only Royals run. Rodriguez his 16th. Nelson Mahoney have homered for the Redbirds in their lead. Albuquerque wins at home over Oklahoma 11-7. Adrian Gonzalez hit his 11th home run for the Redhawks. Chris Richard, number 6, and Padgett for the Isotopes hit his 13th. Round Rock wins easily in Iowa tonight, 12-2. Brooks Conrad a couple of home runs. Las Vegas and Fresno tied at 1. That is in the 8th inning today. And Sacramento now with a 4-run 6 lead the Colorado Springs Sky Sox by a score of 7-5. And Tacoma in Portland, they lead the Beavers 4-0 in the bottom of the 5th. There's your scoreboard. Back to recap this 3-2 Stingers win after this on Cool 1450.
Hello, baseball fans. Wouldn't it be nice if your favorite player delivered every time he came to the plate? At Tanca Verde Apartments, we work hard to make sure our ERA, every residence appreciated, is high. We have studios, 1- and 2-bedroom apartments available now. Call us today so our All-Stars can tell you all about our unique AC-included program to help you keep your cool and your money this summer. Don't wait. Our specials are home-run quality, so call me at 886-8469 or visit us anytime at paulashmgt.com to view our floor plans and information about Tanca Verde Apartments, Tucson's largest entertainment and sports community.
Let your Diamond Club card reward you even more every Tuesday and Thursday with double points at Desert Diamond Casino. From 10 a.m. to midnight, watch your points double up.
Which means double cash back to you for your play.
Call the Desert Diamond Club at 393-2700 for more information. Not a club member yet? What are you waiting for? It's free to join. Just stop by the Desert Diamond Club at either location and sign up. Desert Diamond Casino, I-19 and Pima Line Road, exit 80. Or Desert Diamond Casino at Nogales Highway, south of Valencia.
Since 1907, Southern Arizonans have depended on the professionals at Citizens Transfer and Storage to take care of their personal and professional belongings. Almost 100 years since they began. Today, Citizens Transfer stores business materials, bulk materials, and of course, personal belongings for both short-term and long-term needs. Through it all, Citizens Transfer and Storage remains the leader in professional, careful, and on-time moving. Now, Citizens Transfer and Storage is looking for conscientious, long-haul drivers. If you have a commercial driver's license and are ready to join a great team of professionals, call Citizens and ask for Ron Osland at extension 204. Owner-operators are welcome, or if you are interested in becoming one, Citizens Transfer and Storage features a drive-to-purchase program that will help you start your own business. Call Ron Osland at 623-6301, extension 204. Long-haul drivers, call Citizens Transfer and Storage, Southern Arizona's careful movers, now.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12.
Sidewinders tonight fall by a score of 3-2 here in Salt Lake. Tucson, a couple of hits, no one out in the first. They did not score. Connor Jackson lined into a double play. One that Tucson, it hit into two line drive double plays and a ground ball double play tonight. But in the second, Sidewinders got a couple of runs. A couple of guys on, no one out. In fact, then Brian Barton reached on in there to load the bases with no one gone. Santos hit another ground ball to Matranga. He kicked it. Tucson scored a run to lead 1-0. Bases remain loaded. Next batter up was Corey Myers. He had a sacrifice fly. That chased home Coy Hill and made it 2-0 Tucson. Sidewinders would leave the bases loaded. They got two more hits in the third, and after that they had just two hits the rest of the game. Barton and Hill had singles. All of the Sidewinder hits today were singles, so Tucson had the 2-0 lead. Stingers got an unearned run in the third. Chris Prieto singled in Adam Pavkovich, who had reached on an air by Santos. And Chris Mahalik, though, was really good. In fact, he allowed just that unearned run through 6 1/3 innings today until Mathis batted in the 7th and tied the game with one swing. Mathis hammers one to left field. When this comes down, the game will be tied. A long solo homer. It's a 2-2 game. 15,430 here tonight. They roared that home run that would tie the game. No further damage that inning, but in the bottom of the 8th, and leading things off was Adam Pavkovich against Mahalik, and he would provide the game-winning blast. The 3-1 pitch, smoked to left, hit well. This is going to be a homer, and the Stingers have a 3-2 lead. And that was it as far as the offense would go. Again, Tucson hit into 3 double plays tonight, and they had 8 hits after that very good start against Sear, and quite frankly just can't get it done. 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Stingers. 2 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for the Sidewinders. Dunn beat Mahalik. No save. Mathis had his 10th home run. Pavkovich had his 6th. The game played in a very quick 2 hours, 18 minutes tonight. 15,430 here to see it. Sidewinders fall by a score of 3-2. Sidewinders Scoreboard Show, again brought to you by the Tanque Verde Apartments. You'll always find a winning deal when you join the home team at Tanque Verde. Thank you to them, the Paul Ash Management Company, and all of our sponsors that make Sidewinders baseball possible all season here on Cool. The executive producer is Alan Cook. Our engineer tonight, Robert Hyde. And I'm Brett Dolan saying thanks for listening. Our next broadcast tomorrow night, another 6 o'clock start right here on Cool 1450 and on the internet through azstarnet.com. Once again, our final score, it was Salt Lake 3 and Tucson 2. Good night, everyone. You have been listening.
That has been the Sidewinder Scoreboard Show, presented by the Tanque Verde Apartments and the Paul Ash Management Company. You'll always find a winning deal when you join the home team at Tanque Verde. Sidewinders baseball can be heard all season long, home and away, on your Sidewinders station, Cool 1450.